Hello and welcome to the 18th Cadian Army Group YouTube channel. It's 2,000 points and it is the Astra Militarum of the 18th Cadian Army Group versus the might of the Necrons. So the Necrons have breached through the defences of the Astra Militarum. That was played a few episodes back if you look at the previous content on my channel, and now another detachment has been sent to riposte the attack. It is a Tempest of War mission, and we'll find out what that mission is a bit later on. So as you can see here, the urban ruins, tons of damage, buildings destroyed, and a few outposts and bunkers left intact. Other than that, the city has been left to rubble. The Necrons want to keep pressing forward their advantage. So this is the 2,000 points of the Astra Militarum, but before we go through the lists, we're going to call out the tier 6 plus members that are supporting me on the channel. So they'll have their brand new Astra Militarum Games Workshop dice. These will be Patronic Elite dice. Now for the future of this dice here is that we'll only be using these dice for Elite Patreon members, those that are Elite Plus members. So they will have the chance and honour to roll the sacred dice at a pivotal point of the battle. And for my Ultramarines games, we'll be using the Ultramarine dice, Games Workshop Ultramarine dice that I have. So what we're going to do is we're going to shout out the Patreon members that are supporting me at Elite level or higher. So we have a brand new Patreon. Thank you so much, Andrea Stewart, for your support on the channel. This is his debut battle report for him. So Andrea Stewart, we have Maxfield Knuckles, we have Daniel Baker, Scott Costello, Henrik Preston, and we have Henrik Pearson, and we have Chris Comiskey, Winston Adkins, Devin Matthews, and Marcus Fraze. Those that are supporting me there, and a special shout out to all of my patrons from the lowest to highest tiers that are supporting me on the channel, as well as YouTube members. Big shout out to those. If you want to check out how to support me, check out patreon.com/the 18th Cadian Army Group, and as well as join the Astra Militarum on the YouTube channel as well. You have light member, and you have channel member, and you also have premium member as well. So premium members will watch this battle report 2 days, roughly 2 days in advance with 0 ads. So that's the benefit that they will have there for premium members. Do check out the perks. Links will be in the video description below. And another quick aim for those that are watching for free. Most of the viewers that have watched my channel are not subscribed, and my aim is to have 10,000 subscribers. If I get 10,000 subscribers on the channel, I will do a 10,000 points Apocalypse battle report on the channel. So do simply hit the like and subscribe button, and leave the bell icon on so you can watch future episodes on the channel. This is the 2,000 points of Astra Militarum, the 18th Cadian Army Group. So we've gone for the new formation layout they can have now, the Arcs of Omen, and the main emphasis compulsory units will be for the troops. So I've done at least 3 troops choices and 1 HQ, which is really good when it comes to different types of list building. So it's a really good way of doing that. The doctrine is Born Soldiers, so anything of the platoon keyword gets +1 leadership within an officer. And the other thing as well is that any hit roll of a 6 causes an auto wound, which is very practical when dealing against the enemies of the Imperium. So starting off with the Warlord, we have the Castellan. So we have Andrea Stewart. He is a Brigadier General, a brand new Brigadier General, newly promoted Brigadier General of the 18th Cadian Army Group. So he commands the brigade in this particular force today. So he is equipped with a plasma pistol, power sword, and the Warlord trait he will have old grudges. So that's his unique warlord trait for him. And then for the command party, second in command, we have a regimental commander of the rank of colonel. He is anonymous, but another patron, and we have a YouTube member as well, patron and YouTube member Ray Cross. He holds the banner of Cadia today. A great honour for him for holding the banner of the pre-fall of Cadia banner. So unique banner there. So this command squad, the commander is equipped with a power fist. We have a Voxcaster. It's basically an upgraded Voxcaster. And the other things, I beg your pardon, it's called a Master Vox. I've got to get used to these new terms. So Master Vox, regimental standard, and we have a melter gun, and we have a medic in amongst them as well. And yes, I've done a slight conversion with these, so he has actually got a medipack there as well. So that's the command squad there, and their dedicated transport is this Chimera here, which has been driven by Tyler Grizzle. That's his vehicle there. And then accompanying this sector, we have an anonymous commissar equipped with a plasma pistol and chainsword. And then we have Daniel Baker, who is the regimental engine seer, armed with the Omniscient axe. And we have a regimental priest as well. I'm going to try out the regimental priest for the first time in the new codex. And then we have got Maxfield Knuckles. He has a great reputation of being a useful asset in this particular force. So I have given him, for the tank command, he has got armoured tracks, hunter killer missile, and he's got the Knight of Piety, tank ace ability. So I think it's 5, so he ignores damage as well, which is very, very good indeed. And then he's equipped with a battle cannon, and of course he's got the Gatekeeper relic battle cannon. Hunter killer missile as well, hull mounted las cannon, and sponson heavy bolters. That's what he is equipped with there. And for the primary psyker, using him for the first time, debuting on the new codex, he has got smite as the standard power. He's got night shroud and mental shackles. So that's his powers there. And then we've got Cadian shock troopers. We've got 2 units of Cadian shock troopers. So in this squad here, we have Cadian Sergeant Steele, Shay Strait. He's in command of this squad here. And then we have George Whitehall with this Voxcaster shock trooper. And then we have Phil Marshell, who is here today with his Necrons, but he is representing a specialist shock trooper with a melter gun today. And we have Matthew Tucker, a new YouTube member, premium member on the channel there, and anonymous guardsman, second class here. And then over here we have Sergeant Donald Hammer. And then for the special weapons, we have Dylan Moore, and we have Ryan Woolley, who have got 2 melter guns for over there as well. We have Scott Costello, equipped with this field ordnance gun here, and then the general himself. He is a Lieutenant General of the Army Group, Winston Adkins. He's going to try out for the first time. He's going to test out the new weapon, the field ordnance gun. He's going to try that out for the first time, the bombast gun. And then we have Chris Comiskey, who's in command of this squadron of Sentinels. All the Sentinels are equipped with auto cannons, and these are armoured Sentinels as well. So Sentinels are a little bit better now, a little bit tougher than they used to be. And we have Ratlings, 5 Ratlings there. We have an anonymous Lehman Russ. Henrik Presson will be in command of this Lehman Russ here. He's a patron and YouTube premium member as well. Also known as the Little Tank. So keep an eye on him. And then we have 3 infantry squads. So we're going to start off with this infantry squad here. This infantry squad is equipped with a melter gun, a las cannon, and a Voxcaster. And this is led by Sergeant Drew Gums. And then we have Anthony Leach, who's equipped with the melter gun. And then over here we have Marshall Cummings, who's equipped with the autocannon today. And then we have Sergeant Peter Nastro's in command of this squad here. And then we have Mr. Exhaust, and yes, by request, I have to supercharge my plasma gun. And the rest are equipped with las guns there. And then for this squad here, we have got Patrick Darling, who's a specialist guardsman. He's in command of this fire team from the squad. And then for over here, we have Joseph Darling. He has got the sniper rifle today, or long las. And then in command, we have Sergeant Caudle. Sergeant Caudle is in command of that squad there. We have Devin Matthews. He's in command of the entire force of Ogrins today. He's going to represent the Bonehead today with this particular auxiliary squad. And I think that is it. So just a quick thing to remind about as well. The infantry squad from now on, they will count as guardsmen 3rd class. So 3rd class. These are second class guardsmen 2nd class, because these are shock troopers. They're a little bit better when it comes to their shooting. And the Kasarkins will be guardsmen 1st class. So on the painting table, all being well, in the next few weeks I aim to get some Kasarkins for elite choices there. So that there is dead on, smack on, 2,000 points of Cadians. So, everything's done. Cadia stands! And for the Emperor. Feel pretty confident this list. It's a nice list. I've checked out the rules, double checked. I've read the codex again and double checked with the rules. I'm quite confident with this list. A little bit more confident than last time. There are some new tactics that I have planned to show. So what we're going to do now, oh, another thing as well, I forgot to mention the 2 chimeras as well. They are anonymous, multi-lasers and heavy bolters, and all the vehicles are equipped with armoured tracks as well. And this one has got a dozer blade, so I pay the points for that and dozer blade for that as well. So that's 2,000 points of Cadians. Let's check out the Necrons next. Just as a slight disclaimer, I forgot to add the Master of Ordnance for the Cadian Command Squad. So that is actually as part of the list. Right, this is 2,000 points of Necrons. There's a lot of infantry, which is very impressive. It looks like a proper phalanx as well. So Phil has been working hard, painting more units now. So the Necron army is getting ginormous. Do you aim to get any more Necrons, Phil?
Always more.
Always more.
Always more.
That was a bit of a silly question, wasn't it? Never enough. No. And that's the reputation that Games Workshop have. Lovely models, therefore they need that dollar. So that's the list there. So what we're going to do now is Phil is going to explain what he's got.
Okay, so this is my Necron detachment. It's Arcs of Omen as well. So taking advantage of the cheaper points for Necron warriors. This is actually 1,999 points. So gave you a
short.
Point. Yes.
1 point short.
Gave you a point there. You know, you look like you need the help.
Thank you very much. You proved a point there.
So this is Mefrit Dynasty.
Yep.
I toyed with the idea of being OBSEC, but no, I've gone back to Mefrit because of the shooting. And this is the squad. We've got one 20-man troops choice of warriors, and this is the Arcs of Omen compulsory. Is 3 troops. So 20 with Gauss Reapers.
Yep.
Then 20 with Gauss Flayers.
Nice.
Then we've got 10 Necron Immortals. That is the troops choices.
No. Excellent.
And then next to those we've got 10 Death Marks.
Yep.
Not a popular choice, hardly
but they
used,
do look cool.
But I love
and
them,
with the new Warhammer Plus movie that's coming up,
I'm pretty sure they got discounted points as well. They're only 13 points each now. So I think that was I think it was a discount, so maybe they're worth it. They can shoot. They can ignore lookout, sir. So, that might be quite.
Yeah, snipers, aren't they?
Useful,
basically.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they used to be 18 points a model, and now they are 13. So 130 points for that 10.
That's pretty good, actually. Yeah.
Instead of 180 when the Codex came out.
Yeah.
So yes, worth a try.
Yeah, worth a try. Why not? It's a narrative fun game, so why not bring these units? Yeah.
Okay, so because the Necron warriors are cheaper, I've been able to afford a few more things, and one of those is a Canoptic Doomstalker. Rather than just running one, I can have my 2 back. So there they are, 2 of those.
Mm-hmm.
And still get 3 Locust Heavy Destroyers.
Yes, they are to be feared.
Yes, Enlist Disintegrator Cannons.
Yeah.
There's so they're heavy support there.
Mm-hmm.
And then in front of those we've got the new models just painted up.
Excellent.
Squad of 3 Ophidian Destroyers.
Yeah.
So 3 more to get, but that's the start.
Mm-hmm.
And a Hexmark Destroyer in front. He's the one that can deep strike in.
Yes.
He will be coming in deep strike. And he's the gunslinger with 6 guns.
Oh, wow.
Should be quite useful against your troops, I hope.
Yes, that's to be feared. Yeah.
And then fast attack choice, over there we've got 6 Tomb Blades.
Yeah.
Now this, I've made a change to these again. Now they have...
I've noticed that you're missing a unit.
They're missing.
They're gone.
They're gone.
They're not in close. They're not there anymore.
Not there because you shoot them every time.
I shoot them every time,
So,
or they just cower in the back, don't they?
They don't move fast enough. They miss. They don't do their charges when they want to, and you shoot them. So they're gone. We've got 6 Tomb Blades.
Yeah.
These ones, although it's not WYSIWYG because I've got various different guns on there. These are all today. They're having twin Gauss blasters
Okay.
instead of the particle beamers.
Yeah.
They've gone for something slightly different, a bit more AP minus 2.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, so Hexmark Destroyer. The other troops, the fast attack choice is the Scarab Swarm.
Yeah.
Swarm of 7.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't make it an even number because didn't have the points. So that's that.
Yeah.
And that leaves us with the HQs. We've got a Technomancer.
Yeah.
He's got the cloak, so he's floating, or he's got the fly keyword.
Yeah.
He's not the control one, he's the flyer. Chronomancer.
Yep.
He's not the Warlord, but he's got it's been given a relic, paid the point for it. He's got Veil of Darkness.
Yeah.
So you can pick a group up and drop it in. Warlord is the Catacomb Command Barge.
Yep. That's the Necron Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is running the Gauss Cannon.
Yep.
Resurrection Orb. Staff of Light. Yeah, so that's it. So that's what he's got.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got, and he's the Warlord, but I haven't paid for a Warlord trait.
Mm-hmm.
No, tell a lie, he's not the Warlord. I've moved it to him. He's now the Warlord. Sorry, yes, the Overlord is now the Warlord.
Switching command.
Yes, he's now the Warlord because he's got more work to do. He's gonna stay at the back and do a bit more controlling. So he's the Warlord.
Yep.
And he has the Warlord trait of Merciless Tyrant,
Yes.
which I should pay the point for now.
Okay.
So he's got +1 strength, +1 attack.
Yeah.
He's strength 6 now.
Oh.
I'll hopefully keep him alive a bit better.
Yeah.
He's got, I'm not paying the extra points or relic at all. He's got a standard hyperphase glaive and the tachyon arrow, standard one, not the super one.
Yeah.
Still good.
Yeah.
Paid 2 command points to give him Hand of the Pharaon.
Yeah.
So now he can do My Will Be Done twice.
Mm.
So we've got 2 My Will Be Done from him and 1 from him.
Brilliant.
And that's it.
Okay, so that's 2,000 points. Well, 1999.
1999.
1999. No.
There's no point. There's no 1 points available, so I couldn't make it.
So no more 1 point available for the Necrons. But that is the list for the Necrons as we go on to scenario and deployment. Right, it is a Tempest of War scenario. So we do not know what the scenario is at this time, but you will find out what the scenario is at the beginning of this battle report. As of this particular frame, Phil and I do not know what the scenario is, but we will know by the beginning when I edit the film. So just to clarify that. And another thing as well is that I've taken away the cards that were used in the previous episode, so it's going to be completely different, like we've done with the open war cards, and we're going to do exactly the same for this particular series for the Tempest of War cards. So I finally managed to get a deck of Tempest of War cards, and I'm looking forward to the second scenario. So we have the primary mission, deployment, and similar to like twist, like special rules, mission special rules. So Phil is going to pick the mission card first.
These have been shuffled.
These have been shuffled off camera. Just to clarify that. Oh, burn and raise. So let's read a little bit of narrative here. See, this is the card. So, sites of great importance to enemy morale have been identified. Burn everything to the ground. Well, that's pretty realistic here, as we can see the scenario. With destroyed buildings. So that's quite good there. So, in the second, third, and fourth battle rounds, at the end of each player's command phase, the players whose turn it is scores 5 victory points for each of the following conditions they satisfy. They control one or more objective markers. They control more objective markers than their opponent controls. In the fifth battle round, the player who has the first turn scores 5 victory points at the end of their command phase for each of the above conditions that they satisfy. And then point 2, the player who has the second turn scores 5 victory points at the end of at the end of their turn for each of the above conditions that they satisfy. At the end of the battle, each player scores 5 victory points for each objective marker that is raised. So raise objective action. So 1 unit from your army cannot start to perform this action at the start of your movement phase if it is within range of an objective marker that you control, that is not within your own deployment zone. This action is completed at the end of your turn. If successfully completed, that objective marker is raised and removed from the battlefield. So that's the mission there, and I will pick the deployment. And the deployment is, it's a classic Dawn of War. Simple as that. And then Phil is going to pick the mission.
The mission rule. Sweep and clear.
Sweep and clear. So read this out here. So forces have been ordered to perform a fire sweep of the battlefield, methodically cleansing strategic sites of enemies one at a time before moving on. So in this mission, if the player controls an objective marker at the end of their command phase, and 1 or more units from their army that are within range of their objective marker have the objective secured ability, then that objective marker remains under their control, even if they have no models within range of it, unless their opponent controls it at the end of any subsequent phase. So that there is the primary mission, the deployment, and mission rule for this particular episode. Right, we've done placing the dice to represent the deployment zone for both sides, and clarification of terrain and placing of objectives. So Phil won the roll off camera. He rolled a 6 and I rolled a 1. So Phil got to choose place 3 objectives. So he has placed first objective in no man's land. He's placed another objective over there, and he's placed another objective over there, and then I have placed an objective here and an objective there. So those are the 5 objectives. Clarification of terrain. It's going to be a little bit different, the scenario here. We're keeping it to the narrative. There's a kind of a narrative twist to it here. So I'll explain that as I go along. So what we've got now is we've got craters. We've got 2 craters over there. So then we've got ruins as well. Anything that's higher than 5 inches will also count as line of sight blocking as well. So those tall ones there, this one here and that one there will have line of sight blocking, and that one there of course there. Then we have tank traps here and here. These are Minotaurum ruins, so it's -1 to hit them actually, if you're in that terrain feature as well as Manufactorum. And then we've got ruins here. These are all counted as ruins over there. Now what's interesting here is there's actually rules for bunkers and the Sky Shield landing pad. We will be using the rules for Sky Shield landing pad, so whoever occupies the Sky Shield landing pad will have the benefit of its rules, along with this Imperial bunker. Now normally it would be a bastion, but it is modular, so it will count as a 12 wound bunker. So we have 12 wounds, toughness 8, 3-up save. That is a terrain feature there, so you can have the flaps unfurled and furled. So I have all the benefits and rules for that there. So that there is the clarification of terrain and objectives and the deployment zone. And we're going to place the miniatures on the board next. Right, we've deployed our forces accordingly. Phil lost the dice roll to deploy first, alternating deployment. So I managed to go first with my models, and then we alternated back and forth. I finished last, just to clarify that as well. So let's talk about where I've deployed my forces. So starting off on the right flank here. So we have the Command Lehman Russ battle tank over here, commanded by Maxfield Knuckles. So he has got his Tech Priest Engineer, the Regimental Engineer, to repair any damage. We have occupied this bunker here. So we have 5 fire points, and it has a transport capacity of 10 models as well. And then over here we have an anonymous Lehman Russ over here. We have an infantry squad on the top here. We have the Castellan, the Brigadier General, newly promoted. He is General Straw, Adrius Straw. And then we have the priest, regimental priest over here. And then we have Henrik Pearson as in command of this Lehman Russ here. We have Winston Adkins's artillery. He is in command of this battery, but in next to him we have Scott Costello underneath there. Marshall Cummings's heavy weapons base there, and then the squad over here, which is led by Sergeant Nastro. He's in command there. The Ratlings have deployed out of the deployment zone because they can do that. They can infiltrate. So they're over there, so they won't get picked off by infantry early on in the game, anticipating the first turn. The Sentinels have gone over here as well. They've been deployed there as well. The Commissar is actually deployed over here to support the left flank. Tyler Griselli's is transport. He's going to transport the regimental command over here, second in command. Then we have the Primaris Psyker over here. And Phil now is going to tell us his deployment. So we're going to look at it from the Necrons perspective. So there's quite a lot of Necron models deployed on the board, except for one unit, which we'll talk about reserves in just a second. So Phil, tell us, what have you done with your deployment?
Okay, we've got the Immortals are in this corner here.
Yep.
Under here.
Just underneath there, just get them to focus.
The Chronomancers supporting them, and the one squad of Necrons warriors this side.
Yep.
The other Necron warriors are in the bottom of that building.
Yep.
In the middle is the Overlord here, so you can.
The Overlord is there.
You're positioned in the middle of these two groups.
Yeah.
And also near the Locust Heavy Destroyers, so you can do mine will be done to 2 squads. Technomancers here supporting these guys.
Yep.
One Doomstalker here with a bit of a view down this road.
Yes.
In case anything was to come up that road.
You've got another Doomstalker there.
Yeah, so this has got similar view, but also down across there and across there. So this corner is quite heavily protected. There's quite a lot of heavy firepower at this end.
Yep.
The death marks have gone into this building, so they can do their sniping.
Yeah.
They've got quite a good range, and they can ignore lookouts. So I'm happy to pick up some characters with those. The scarabs are sitting here in the rubble, just chewing around, looking for whatever they can find in the rubble, and then they're going to jump out of there shortly.
Yeah.
And on the Sky Strike landing pad, I've got the Catacomb Command Barge supporting the Tomb Blades, and the Ophidian Destroyers are also on here as well. So they're all posed, ready to strike, fast moving from this side.
Yeah. They have occupied the Sky Shield landing pad, and therefore all the rules will apply for the Necrons over here. So for the reserves, as it doesn't cost any CP anymore, which is great because of the new rules for Astra Militarum and basically Games Workshop in general for 40k, I don't have to spend any CP for reserves. So I have 2 Cadian shock troops units in reserve along with their chimeras. They are inside the transport along with the Master of Ordnance and the Ogrins with Ripper guns. Devon Matthews is in command of this auxiliary unit. They are held in tactical reserve as well. And for the Necrons, one unit, one model, the Hexmark Destroyer is in reserve, coming in on the flank, maybe deep striking, coming hot. Right, here we go. So, it is with great honour that I unleash for the first time on camera the Astra Militarum dice. This was what's inside the golden holocron the whole time. In case you were wondering, it has been unlocked and this is what it looks like. That is the holocron. But it's no longer the holocron. We know what it's called. The STC has been discovered. It is the Sacred Games Workshop dice. This is what brings me glory. It all depends on this dice roll. Will it be a 6 or will it be a 1? Or any other number. The first roll as High Lord, General, Planetary Governor of the Army Group. I therefore declare the Elite Patreon dice to be rolled for the first time. And a roll of 3.
The Necrons.
The Necrons have their dice.
Golden dice.
Golden dice as well. And it's a 1! Ah, what a debut! Glory! Oh. Do we go first or second? Do we go first or second? We need to push back the Necron forces, and therefore the Astra Militarum will press forward the advantage, and they will go first in this crucial stage of the battle. It is Astra Militarum, turn 1, battle round 1. Let the fight continue. Cadia stands. Battle round 1, turn 1 for the Astra Militarum, the glorious 18th Cadian Army Group. we had 4 command points, we're back up to 5. And then for the Necrons, they did have 1, and they are now back up to 2 command points.
Up to 3, sorry.
2. Back up to 3 command points for the Necrons. The mission for the Astra Militarum, here we go. These are the missions we must fulfill. Secondary mission is no retreat, no surrender. And we have bring it down. And then we have capture enemy post. Okay, I'm going to deliberate off camera instead of reading out the rules and everything like that, just for the purposes of time. So I've made my decision. I'm going to keep those 2 and discard this card at the end of my turn. So Protocol of the Undying Legions is protocol number 5 that feels chosen, and it's going to be directive 2. So each time a reanimation protocol rolls for this unit, you can reroll 1 of the dice. So he's going to use that all game. Just to clarify that at the beginning of the command phase. And for this particular battle round, it's going to be directive 1. So protocol of the Eternal Guardian. So each time an attack is made against this unit, if it did not make a normal move, advance or fall back, this battle round, this unit receives the benefit of light cover, as described in the Warhammer 40,000 core rulebook. So that's at the beginning and throughout the battle round. Have been issued at the beginning of the command phase for the Astra Militarum. The tank commander has issued an order to this Lehman Russ to do pinning fire. That will come as a little tactic a bit later on. And then over here, the general has issued an order to them to take cover, because they have seen snipers in the building. And then over here, the regimental commander has issued an order to these 2 squads here to take aim. However, the Commissar has override the first order for the infantry squad, and that is to show them steel, show them contempt. So that is the orders as we go and press forward onto the movement phase. Turn 1, Astra Militarum. Right, it's the end of the movement phase for the Astra Militarum, turn 1. So I've pressed forward my attack over to here. They are in a position to fire and try and take on the Doomstalker over there. The Ratlings have moved forward into the ruin, and then once they've fired, they will scarper back. So therefore, it counts as a ruin, and it counts as line of sight blocking over there. And then over here, the infantry squad have done the same for over there. They have advanced 5 inches, and so has the Commissar. The Chimera has moved forward a few inches over to there in support. It's going to probably give him some fire support. Actually, that did not advance. And then actually the lasgun arrays, someone pointed out in the comments in the previous battle report that the lasgun arrays are they no longer require crew to operate them. So basically how it works is that in the previous rules, once you've disembarked, the lasgun arrays are no longer effective. Basically they don't work, but then now in the new rules you can disembark a unit and they can actually act as an independent firing unit. So yeah, it's really good, really good news indeed. So the Chimera's got more firepower than it ever has. So slight upgrades and tweaks for the Astra Militarum. New training and new AIs have been installed on the lasgun arrays, which is excellent. Yeah, new targeting acquisition gear is the technical term. Next up, we got the order here for take aim that was issued by the regimental commander. So they will have a position to fire, and then over here the Lean Russ battle tank has moved slightly to get into line of sight of the Locust heavy destroyers over there. Have you noticed something? I'm beginning to know the names of these units, so I'm learning. I'm getting there. So so that's the thing. Know your enemy. That's what we should know about. So over here we've taken cover. They have stood still in a firing position over to there. The general and the priest have stood still, and then over here the Leon Russ has moved into the ruin and is going to try and pin down the close combat units, whilst the tank commander will try and target any other units over there. The infantry squad has stood still inside. I don't want to press my attack over here yet, because I don't want to get into close combat over there. So we'll hold back a little bit until the timing is right. The engine seer has moved into position in case there is any damage that comes against that Leon Russ command vehicle. So that is the end of the movement phase. We're going to go straight on to the psychic phase next. We do have a psyker. Right, the primary psyker is going to cast Night Shroud on the armoured sentinels. I'm going to need in a 6, and that's an 8. Do you have any ability to deny?
No.
Nope. Okay, so Night Shroud is in full effect. You can cast 2 powers and deny 1. Smite and Mental Shackles he cannot cast because it is out of range of enemy models. So that's the end of the psychic phase. We're going to go straight onto the shooting phase, coming right up. So we're going to use the anonymous Leman Russ to fire against that unit there. What's that unit there called?
Ophidian Destroyers.
Ophidian Destroyers, and I'm going to use ingrained precision for 1 command point. So I'm down 4 command points, and I will call upon the Patreon. First of the new dice that would be rolled for future games. So I'm just going to do this for the whole entire unit from now on. So I'm going to do all the dice rolls with this dice here. So we have Winston Adkins. Winston Adkins will be rolling with his primary weapon first, the battle cannon. The battle cannon has range 72. It has 3 plus d6 shots, regular battle cannon. And that's the full 6. That's 9 shots coming in. Right. So, needing 3s with the primary weapon, 6s are auto-wounding. But, because we have born soldiers, it is 5s to auto-wound. Phil's thinking, oh.
Those are, I might as well just take them off.
You do have a 6-up invuln.
We'll need it.
You're going to need it. So here we go. So hitting on 3s, 5s and 6s are really good. So, okay. We've got 1 auto wound. That's a blessing in disguise. There's no 5s and 6s except for one of them. Strength 8. Toughness
4.
4. 2s to wound.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2s to wound,
yeah.
Okay. All but 3. So that there is 5 saves of AP minus 2. You do have a 6+ invuln.
5 saves.
5 saves, yeah. This is Winston Adkins. He's got 3 6s. And you've saved... How many? What's their armour save?
4 plus.
4 plus. It's a flat 3 damage a time, sadly.
They've only got 3 wounds.
And only got 3 wounds. So 3 have been taken... Sorry, 2 have been taken off. Now we've got the heavy bolters. Still using the same dice because this is his moment of glory. It's the new... It's up to gear now. So these Patreon dice. So it's actually 5s to auto wound because of the stratagem. Yeah, I'm just going to check those 2 dice again. I think that's another auto wound and 2 more hits. Check off camera. That's actually 4 auto wounds because of the stratagem. And strength 5 and toughness 4.
Yeah.
So freeze to wound. So that's another wound. That's 5 wounds in total. AP minus 1. Each does 2 damage a time.
5-up save.
Yeah, 5-up save.
I get benefit of light cover.
Benefit of light cover as well. So you'll get
back to 4-up.
Back to 4-up.
Any cover for in here? Just the invul save.
Yeah, it's just an invulnerable save.
So it's 4-ups.
Yeah. You've survived. With 1 wound remaining. Just a single las cannon hit to go.
Is it? Are you right? Yeah.
You could.
Oh, I'm not. Wait. No, I won't.
Okay.
I need to put 2 wounds on it. I'm not spending a CP.
You're not going to spend any CP to enhance protection.
No.
So needing a 4. That's a miss. Do I spend the command point to let him reanimate? Yes, I'm going to spend the CP just to make sure. I know it's a 50-50 chance. No! Missed. But damage has been sustained. Good dice roll with respect, though, for the Necrons. But that could have been a whole lot worse there against that particular unit. Yes, we've just checked the rules for pinning. I've scored 5 successful hits against the unit that I was targeting. So it counts as pins, therefore it subtracts 2 to movement and advance characteristics there. So actually I'd spent the CP for nothing pretty much, but it could have been for reanimation protocols as well, so there's that to consider. However, we do have the tank commander, and he's going to fire his heavy bolters and his las cannon. He's not going to fire the hunter killer missile, but he's going to fire the gatekeeper at the tomb blades, and the rest of the firepower is going to finish off against that lonely unit there. So back to normal dice. This is one of the perks now. So normal dice rolling. So this is the heavy bolter shots. And I'm actually going to fire the las cannon. A little bit of Hollywood. So needing 4s. 5 is a normal hit. 3's to wound. 2's to wound actually, because your toughness 4.
On this guy?
Yeah, on that guy there. So 2 is a wound. AP -3. You do have a 6+ invulnerable save. 1, and he has been pulverized by a las cannon fire, and that's the heavy bolters done. Next up is the gatekeeper. The gatekeeper has 6 plus D3 shots because it's a relic battle cannon, and that is just the extra 1 shot, so 7 shots in total. So that is just a regular, wow, that's 6 hits because of the turret weapon, special rule. Strength is 8. So, actually it's -1 to hit, yes, -1 to hit. So I rolled 3 3s there. I take that away, I'll pick up that dice in a second. Thank you, Phil, for reminding me, and I just clicked.
Toughness 5.
Yeah, toughness 5, so 3's to wound. 1 wound only. So AP -3, but you do have a 6+ invulnerable save.
I've got a shadow in them. They've got a 5 up in Vun.
5 up in Vun. Yeah, they would take the best in Vun,
right.
And that's a flat 3 damage. So one of your tomb blades has gone, unless they've got 4 wounds each.
3.
3 wounds, okay. And
hang on. Sorry, 2 wounds each. Sorry,
2 wounds each.
2.
So a model has gone.
And 1 on another.
And that concludes.
Does it carry over?
It doesn't carry
over.
So it's flat 3. That's mortal wounds only. So unless it says otherwise.
Yes.
But I've finished that shooting now, so you get to do reanimation protocol.
I'll get a re-roll.
You get a re-roll because of the new, because the dynasty is an infantry.
Each time I make a roll.
Each time you make a roll, it gets a free roll.
No.
It does not come back, so that's the end. That there. So you're going to have to put a morale token for there. Las cannon, only weapon in range against the tomb blades. -1 to hits and even a 5, and a 1 is a miss. There's no more rules for rerolling 1s for staying still. Heavy bolter from the infantry squad is going to shoot into the death marks, hitting on 4s. 2 hits, 1 is an auto wound because of born soldiers, and 2 wounds. AP -1, but +1. This is for the death marks. Phil's just checking the stats here.
Don't know them.
Does not know them.
3 up save.
-1, +1 for being in cover.
No.
So 3 ups.
How many? 2?
Yeah, 2 saves.
2
Yeah.
hits.
That's 2 damage.
They've only got 1 wound.
Only got 1 wound.
So does it carry over?
It doesn't carry over. No, it's one that just takes the full brunt of the bolter shell. Animation protocols.
For that one that died?
For that one that died.
No.
No,
But I
you get
get
to
a
re-roll
re-roll.
that.
No, it's still dead.
Okay, so it's gone. That is a casualty. Maxfield Knuckles is going to activate his Patronic dice. He's going to supercharge. This is the supercharging dice here. So I'm going to fire the battle cannon into the ladybirds as an insult. I'm going to fire the las cannon into that same target as well, but I'm going to fire the heavy bolters into the warriors, start softening up the warriors over there. And I will call upon Maxfield Knuckles to deliver the killing blow. So let's do the heavy bolters first into the warriors, supercharged dice. So that there's 2 auto wounds and 2 more hits. And that is 4 wounds in total, because strength 5, toughness 4 against a warrior. AP -1 +1 for your warriors.
3 up save, won't they?
You've got a 3 up save, yeah.
No, 4 up.
4 up save, yeah. 4 up save, +1 being cover, -1 for heavy bolter. 2 casualties, and you can do reanimation protocols for them now.
Is that the end of the...
That's the end of the shooting for them, yeah. And reroll 1s because they are warriors. And none, so the 2 more casualties.
Is it, which group was it?
It was the front group there.
Ones?
Yeah. Going to take 2 casualties off. Las cannon, needing a 4 to hit. I do have line of sight, we have checked. Against the ladybugs. And a 5 is a hit. Toughness is 5 or 6.
Toughness 5.
Toughness 5. And that's a 6, that's a wound. That's AP -3.
That's AP -3.
AP -3.
Cover?
Cover, you get +1. Comes a 2+ save.
So
it becomes a 5 up save.
No, it's a 5 up save.
5 up save. It makes it, well done. Now the battle cannon is a 3 + D6 shots. So that there is 7 shots. This is Maxfield Knuckles' dice. Hitting on 3s because it's a turret weapon. 6s are really good. There's an auto wound. Take away those 3. 3s to wound. All wounded. AP -2.
+1.
+1. So it's AP -1. So it's 4s.
4s.
2 have come through. Flat 3 damage a time. How many wounds do they have each?
4.
4 wounds. So 1 has taken the full brunt.
Yep.
Yeah. And that concludes the firepower.
Does it carry over to the
It
other
doesn't
wound?
carry over. No, it does not carry over.
Okay.
So unfortunately for me, but they do get reanimation protocol, and it can. One of the dice can be re-rolled. You can re-roll.
But they've got 4 wounds.
They've got 4 wounds, so it's
enough.
not going to make a difference, and 1 has been destroyed. We have, so that's Maxfield Knuckles' Patronic dice. Thank you, Maxfield Knuckles, for your support. So the supercharged Patreon dice are proving quite effective so far.
I might...
Oh, he's going to do a stratagem. He's just thinking, hold on a second. He's not going to play any stratagems. No, it's not to be quite yet. Let us revert back to our normal dice. So I'm going to fire Scott Castello's artillery gun. I'm going to save my Patronic dice a bit later on here, in case we need it. So Scott Castello is going to fire its bombast field gun, and it's going to go into the Scorpex heavy destroyers. Excuse me. Right, so it's out of line of sight, so hitting on 5s, but take aim, gets +1 to hit, and a further AP -1 as well. So hitting on 4s. 2 auto wounds and a hit. The Castellan is not nearby, so I don't get to reroll 1s, unfortunately. That's 3 auto wounds, and that's it. 3 auto wounds, AP -3. So you get a 5+ save for being in cover. Oh, he's done it. Sorry about the cough.
No, that's it. Is there any more shots from it?
Yes, I've got another gun coming in.
From the same group?
From the same group, yeah. So that's the first gun. And 2 damage has been taken. Next field gun.
Let's see here, I've got 3.
He's got 3 command points. He's just thinking what to do here. Bombast field gun. Making an impact here. Stratagem time to keep them enhanced. Tough one, isn't it? Got to save your stratagems.
Oh yeah, I won't. I'll let.
He's going to let it bypass. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The last firing sequence for the first field ordnance gun, because I forgot to roll the rate of fire. Okay, the field ordnance guns. We're going to fire Winston Adkins's cannon. So we're going to fire that cannon out of line of sight. You cannot see the target. So he's going to fire needing 5s, but we take aim. We get +1 to hit and a +1 AP, thanks to the regimental order from the commander. So it is D6 shots, and I'm going to do both at the same time. I'm going to do Winston Adkins and Scott Costello's cannon. Both will receive the glory. So 2d6 shots. So that there is 5 shots only. That's a bit of a shame. Needing 4s. 2 hits. Strength is 7.
Toughness 5.
Yeah. And that there is 2 wounds. I'll double check the profile. I think it is strength 7, but that's 2 wounds, I know. That's AP -3.
AP -2.
Covers AP -2 because of cover.
3 ups. So 5s. 5
so
ups.
5s, yeah.
Again, 2 5s. Got 1.
No, okay, so 2 damage has
2
been
flat
taken
damage.
on the Scorpec destroyers. Sorry, Locust heavy destroyers, wasn't that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. The armoured sentinels have moved into position and have ambushed the
Canoptic
Doomstalker. So I'm going to fire 6 shots, maximum firepower. This is Chris Comiskey's armoured sentinel squadron. So hitting on 4s. 6s are good. It's an auto wound. And it's 2 wounds in total. AP -1.
For the benefit of light cover, because
benefit of light cover.
It's AP nothing.
Oh, why is that? Oh, because the directive.
Eternal Guardian.
Eternal Guardian.
Everything gets plus.
Everyone gets
light
+1.
cover. So it's back to 3 ups.
Back to 3 ups. Yeah. That's it. Passed. Bounced off the armour. Very, very effective tactics indeed. These ratlings are going to shoot in Scarpa. So first of all, before they shoot in Scarpa, they're going to shoot. So 3 of the ratlings are going to fire into the warriors, and 2 ratlings can fire into that character.
Chronomancer.
The Chronomancer. So I'm going to do that first. Needing 4s because it's a heavy weapon. Missed.
Is that the
that was against the character, yep. And then 3 more dice. The warriors. Missed completely. So they're going to Scarpa off. Oh, they changed it, so it only applies to Overwatch. Just checking the rules. Good job I did. Otherwise, I'll be slated in the comments below.
So when you get charged, you can Overwatch and run off?
I can Overwatch, and then they can leg it. Yeah. So it's not affected in the shooting phase. They can be targeted, unfortunately.
I like that.
But there's quite a little bit of humour there from a narrative perspective. That was the last of the shooting, would you believe? Because they are actually behind the ruin. Unless... this ruin because of this is urban warfare.
That fired indirect.
It's actually quite realistic, to be honest with you, because it's urban warfare. It's close, tight, and the best effective shooting is to get up right up personal and close. And urban warfare in real life is a nasty job to take. So what we're going to do now is we're going to check morale. So over here, fast forward to the morale phase. I think they'll pass.
They lost one
there.
unit.
4, they're 1 model, and they're okay. And then the Necron warriors, they should be fine.
They lost 2.
And he rolls a 1. They also pass anyway.
He lost 1. They lost 1.
And a 2. And that's it. That's morale resolved.
And these lost one.
And he's lost one over there. That's a drop dice. And that was a 4. Nothing there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to check and see if we've achieved any secondary objectives. Just to clarify, these two are the highest wounds value for the purposes of the mission objective. So which one are you selecting, Phil?
This one.
That one.
This
So he
was,
selected that one just
12
to clarify.
wounds, yeah.
That one there with the 12 wounds. Okay, this is the decision I'm going to make. I'm going to keep this one and I'm going to dump these two. It's going to be very, very tough to bring that. I need many more objectives, different types of objectives to achieve. Otherwise I'll be stuck on that one. So that's what I'm going to do there. So we've got this one here ready for next turn, and we're going to go on to a new turn now for the Necrons. It is Necrons turn 1, battle round 1. Those 3 cards. He has got
No prisoners.
no prisoners. Okay, and the next card. Investigate site. And battlefield supremacy. What we're going to do now is we're going to check what he's going to do off camera. Phil has decided off camera, and he's going to keep all 3. No prisoners, investigate site, and battlefield supremacy. We have regained a command point, and Phil has regained a command point as well. So he's back up to 4 command points for the Necrons. That's 3 tokens. Phil, give me that CP, the precious CP.
I knew.
Quick, quick.
Another one.
Move, Necron warrior.
I've got loads.
Put it down there.
Excellent.
4 apiece.
I don't know what to do with myself.
And that's it. So that's the end of this particular frame. We're going to see what's happening as we continue on in the command phase. Turn 1 for the Necrons. End of the command phase for the Necrons on turn 1, battle round 1. So Phil, tell us, what have you done in your command phase? Looks pretty effective so far.
That's movement phase. That's too early.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You just tell us what you've done in the
But
command phase.
movement.
Yeah, that'd be movement.
I've done a bit early.
Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't really affect the order of the game.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Yeah, I did Veil of Darkness on these.
Yeah, he's moved them over to
It
there.
should be in the movement phase, but I just wanted to do it as a thing because otherwise you forget.
Fine. No, that's not a problem.
So the Overlord blessed. Mine will be done on the. So first of all, the Technomancer reanimated one model from this unit,
which I knew he would by having 1 left, which is a bit of a shame. But
the
never mind.
Overlord then blessed them with mine will be done, so they get +1 to hit, and he also blessed this unit of Necron warriors to +1 to hit.
Yeah. Okay.
Then over there, Catacomb Command Barge gave the Tomb Blades +1 to hit.
Okay. Nice.
And then that's it. That was command
And then
phase.
starting on the movement phase.
Starting that they did
No,
Veil of Darkness.
we'll conclude all the movement at the end of the movement phase. That's the command phase done. Straight on to the movement phase now for the Necrons, turn 1. Right, it is the end of the movement phase for the Necrons on turn 1. That was one of the longest turn 1 movement phases I've ever known. Phil thinking extremely tactically here. I don't want him to overload his mind, but Phil, tell us, explain, what have you done?
I haven't got a clue. Okay, so what have we done?
Over here.
We've done
Here we go.
Veil of Darkness. We saw that they've gone over there with the Chronomancer. We know that.
Yeah.
This Necron warrior squad have advanced. They rolled a fantastic 1 and they've got as far as that.
Quite a few 1s you rolled, wasn't it, for advance?
The Scarabs did the same. They advanced 1.
1
They
again.
got to their 11-inch move.
Yeah.
However, this squad of warriors managed to do a 5-inch run, so they've gone there, so they've moved forward. This Doomstalker has stayed still on this objective.
Yeah.
This, however, has advanced its full 10 to get into the
there.
fight, or try to get in the fight somewhere.
Yeah.
Because there's very little to see. Couldn't shoot anything.
Yeah.
The heavy destroyers couldn't see anything here to shoot.
Repositioning.
So they've moved across, started to move position to get across over here, starting their move.
Yeah.
Technomancer moved with them, and because he's got the cloak, he was able to repair D3 wounds on the damaged destroyer, bringing it up to 3 wounds.
Yeah.
Death marks didn't move. The Overlord has gone with these guys to give them some support going forward, because these are now these are +1 to hit.
Yeah.
And then over here, Tomb Blades and the Cadian Command Barge just did their normal move. 14 inches, 12 inches move forward, and they're going to target that tank or that bastion, depending.
Okay, so that's the end of the movement phase for the Necrons. Going to go straight on to no psychers, obviously, for the Necrons. So straight on to the shooting phase. Turn 1 for the Necron. Doomstalker has selected a target, and it is Henrik Pearson's Lehman Russ that has been targeted. However, as he is a fellow comrade of the army group, we are going to activate our smoke launchers. So that's going to be a -1 to the hit rolls.
Right, number of shots,
Here we go.
D6.
6 shots, that's really, really good for the Necrons.
Hitting on 4s.
-1 to hit.
Hitting on 5s.
Hit on 5s. Paid off, definitely paid off. Negated 3 hits there. That would have really made a mess of things. You're going to spend a CP to re-roll one of them dice? Or aren't you?
Yeah, I will actually. I've got 4, haven't I?
He's got 4 command points. He's going to spend another
I haven't got many
CP
shots, so
to enhance the firepower.
Yes,
it has paid off. Strength is 10.
Strength 10.
Toughness 8.
3s?
Yeah, freeze to wound. Got the 2 wounds. AP minus
5.
AP minus 5. You'll bypass the armour, so D6 is some damages.
D6 damage.
D6 damage each. It won't destroy it. It's almost
6.
half dead. So this Lean Russ has got 7 wounds remaining. The second Doomstalker is going to shoot into the Sentinels. Now they do have an enhanced protection, which is the Night Shroud. So 1s, 2s and 3s will be negated to roll to wound.
Number of shots.
Number of shots. D6. 4 shots. Hitting on 4. Did you move?
I moved, so it's 5s.
So 5s. Is it a vehicle?
No, it's a monster.
It's a monster. Monsters ignore that. So 4s is to hit. So that's 3 hits. Normally be wounding on 3s because toughness 7.
Strength 10. So
but it's actually 1s, 2s, 3s.
So 4's up.
4 to wound. Pays off.
2.
CP minus 5 damage.
D6.
D6 damage.
6 damage.
And 6 damage. I think Armoured Sentinels now have got 7 wounds, but I'll double check. Indeed, they have 7 wounds. So 1 wound is left on the Armoured Sentinels. Anything else?
Chronomancer.
Yep.
Can you see that?
Yes, you can see. Yep. Chronomancer.
Oh yeah, Tropic Lance.
Tropic Lance.
Range. Oh.
Yeah, it can
Range
see.
18.
It can see because I'm touching actually on the base is actually in the terrain.
It hits on 3s.
Let's clarify that. Hitting on 3s.
It hits.
6 is a hit.
It
Strength.
is.
It's going to be
Strength
freeze
8.
to wound. Yeah, freeze to wound. Toughness 7.
No, 4 because of the Night Shroud. 4s.
Oh yes, because of the Night Shroud. Yes.
It
wounds anyway. AP minus.
-3.
So we do get. What's the damage profile?
D3 plus 3.
Okay, so armoured cockpit won't help that, unfortunately.
And you don't get invulse saves.
5. It's got a 3-up save. AP minus
3.
AP
You
minus
needed
3.
a 6. I think you needed a 6.
And yeah, needed a 6. So that's a sentinel gone. Does it explode? It does explode, and I think that's just a mortal wound. The result of that explosion was 1 mortal wound. So they've both taken a mortal wound. A ratling has been killed within 3 inches, and bam, that is detonated, destroyed. The sentinel is no more. Hit the ammunition dump. Yeah.
This is.
Anything else?
They're not in. There was only 3 that could get
There's
in.
only 3 that was.
These 3 are going to
then.
shoot through windows at the ratlings.
Yep, it's going to be -1 to hit those because they're naturally stealthy.
Natural stealth. So they normally hit on 3s.
So -1.
So 3 shots. I think not really 3 shots.
Okay, just double checking this. So hitting on 4s because they're naturally stealthy.
Just the 2.
Just the 2. 2's to wound because they're toughness 2. 2
to
wounds.
wound.
AP minus.
AP minus 2.
AP minus 2. Are you in half range?
I am.
So that's AP minus 3. The
cover.
cover's not going to help because they're naturally a 6+ save, +1 for being in cover, and +1 for naturally stealthy. But unfortunately, it's AP minus 3, bypasses through the cover, and another 2 more rattlings have been killed. Oh dear. The rattlings are suffering here. Ouch. They are not within 15, sadly. There's one thing I've got to say, I forgot to mention this. Joseph Darling has forgotten to fire his long las. Oh dear, he forgot to put the power cell into his long las. So disclaimer there, as a tactical error, not a rules error. The Death Mark's going to shoot into the infantry squad. It's the only target I can see. The regimental engineer is safe. Not within 39. He's within 42 inches. Repairing the vehicles.
So we've got ballistic skill of 2+, so that'd be a 3+. Hitting on 3s. Each time I select a target, I ignore lookout, sir.
Ballistic skill 2+?
Yeah, Death Mark, yeah. BS 2+.
So how come you're hitting on 3s?
Just plus your cover. Take cover.
No. It's counts as dense cover. So basically, I just get +1 to my cover saves.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
It's this the other bit.
Yeah,
Alright, sorry. Okay, so also unmodified wound rolls of 6. Wound rolls are mortal wounds on the target in addition. So that's wounding. Right. So hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s. Yeah. All but 2. Strength of the weapon.
It's a strength 5.
Strength 5. 3s to wound.
AP minus 2.
6s are mortal wounds in addition.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 2 mortal wounds in addition. Nothing I can do about that. So I'm going to take off.
What is it to hit? 5s? 3s?
It's 3s to wound.
3s to wound. Okay, so that means.
So 2 have been killed straight away. And that's in addition as well.
So it's 6 wounds after that.
So 6 wounds.
AP minus 2.
AP minus 2. +1.
AP minus 1.
Okay. Right, I'm being a bit of a plank here. Plank, in case you don't know what that means, it means I'm an idiot. I completely misread the card. I've already received the benefits of cover, but it counts as dense cover, so it would have been a further -1 to hit. So ignore what I said earlier on. However, I replayed the footage. There was 2 1s and 2 2s, so 4 hits. So basically what we've done, we're both in gentleman's agreement, I've taken the 2 mortal wounds, and instead of 6 wounds, it's going to be 4 wounds, and I'm going to roll that now. So just to clarify and tidy that up, so hold your comments. In fact, I want you to leave a comment. Are you enjoying this battle report? If so, please leave a comment. What was your favourite moment of the game? Okay, I saved 1, but another 3 casualties. So 3 more have been sniped here. Deadly firepower from the Necrons. Checked the line of sight, because of that ruin there, is actually protecting this vehicle here, because it's flying through ruins. The other thing as well is these are going to get shot up again by the Locust Heavy Destroyers. There's no other targets. May as well kill something.
3 shots. Mine will be done as +1 to their hits.
Yeah. -1 for dense.
So we're talking 3s to hit.
3s to hit.
On that squad.
So 3 hits.
Reroll 1 because it's hardwired for destruction.
Hardwire for destruction. So 3 hits. 2s to wound.
AP minus. It's strength 7, yeah.
2 wounds. AP minus.
Oh, so it's strength 10.
Strength 10. Oh yeah. 2s to wound. AP minus
4.
4. Yeah, bypasses the armour. 2 been killed. So I'm gonna have to take off the Vox. Oh no, I'm torn with 3 patrons. Oh, I'm sorry, Joseph. I'm gonna have to take you off.
Well, he did forget. Did he?
He did forget to fire his las. That's my fault, really. I should take the blame. Oh, 40k can be so cruel. Oh, dear me. Never mind. Blades, maximum firepower. He's decided. It took a bit of time, deliberation, so as to acquiring targets. But he's going to go for the Imperial bunker here. He is going to do maximum firepower into that fortification.
We're playing 1 point for disintegration capacitors.
Yep.
Hits of 6 auto wound.
Okay. To a max of 3 mortal wounds.
No, that's not mortal wounds. It's automatically hit. I'm not doing the mortal. I'm going to save the C point because it's maximum 3. No, so it's rapid fire 2. There's 5 in the squad.
Yep.
So that is 10. Rapid fire 2. So 10, 20 shots.
20 shots into the bastion.
20 shots and 6 is also
into the bunker.
wound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
6 is also wound.
into the bunker. It's not a bastion. It's a bunker.
And it's been blessed, so they're hitting on 2s.
Yep. I love using fortification rolls. I think they're a really fun way of playing games of Warhammer 40k. So here we go.
Hit on 2, 6 is automatically wound.
Yep.
This is, I think this is 20 shots. This is 20 dice here.
Shots. Okay, it's quite a few hits there. 5 auto wounds so far. Strength 5, toughness 8. You're getting 5s to wound. There's another. Oh, yeah, quite a few actually.
And a 5.
So that there is 11 wounds at AP minus
2.
AP minus 2. So it's got a 5 up save. Dion has 12 wounds. AP minus 2. 5s to save. Whoa. Phil, you don't want to look at this.
Loads of 5s.
I've lost
Wow, that's amazing.
2 wounds. That is incredible dice roll. The bastion is still intact. 10 wounds remaining on the bastion. I'm just going to put that there as reference. Command barge into the bastion.
Heavy 3 with the
Heavy
Gauss cannon.
3 with the Gauss cannon.
It is hitting on 2s.
Hit on 2s because of the Lord. 3 hits. Strength.
6.
Toughness 8. 5 to wound. 1 wound. That's perfectly statistical. AP minus.
3.
6 to save. No, that's a 1. Damage.
D3.
D3 damage. That's the full 3. Brings it down to 6 wounds remaining. Actually, that's 7 wounds remaining. Yeah, 7 wounds remaining on the bastion. Okay, the immortal is going to charge into the ratlings.
Needing a 10.
Needing a 9. Yeah, needing a 9. I'm not going to overwatch. I wish I should.
They're in.
Oh, they're in. They're in.
But are you going to do your... Oh no, because you
I
didn't
can't. It's, you have to spend a stratagem to overwatch. I'm not going to spend a command point for them. It's cruel, I know, but oh, the poor ratlings. Pyromancer.
9.
9 inches. That's exactly what he needs to get. Bam.
Otherwise he's standing there in the middle of the road getting shot.
Let's do the dice roll then to see that poor ratling. Are you going to pile in or anything like that? Or?
Well, yeah, just up to the window as much as they can.
Yeah, into there. May as well do the attacks. I've got to record the attacks. I don't miss any dice rolls here when it comes to rolling for attacks. Here we go. How many attacks?
20 attacks. There's 10 in the unit, and they get 2 each. Hitting on 3s.
No 3s. Hitting on 2s. 10 saves a 6+. And they're dead. Ah, the ratlings have been cut to pieces. Just done his piling move.
Oh yes.
So
I forgot to do Chronomancer.
The Chronomancer, he was the one that didn't kill them, so he stays there.
He's that's right. He's I forgot to say that in the command phase he did his blessing on them.
Blessing, yes.
It's something. They get +1 to charge and 5 up invul or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it needed an 8-inch charge. It would have made it anyway.
Yeah, I forgot to say.
The Sentinels will do their attacks though.
Yes.
For the glory of the Emperor. Lift that autocannon up. And hitting on 4s. 1 hit. Strength 6.
Toughness 5.
And that
Could be.
is a wound. No AP. So I don't have a chainsaw. It wounds. It kills one. Reanimate.
Yes. No.
Rerollable.
No, it's not. Only. Oh yes, my the card. Not that they're a warrior. They come back.
It comes back. Oh, what a waste of time. Right. Is that all? I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. So what happens now? We'll take off these cards in just a second. I'm going to do a morale check. Now, I don't want to fail this morale check. I'm going to spend 2 command points to auto pass, and therefore I will get the points because no one has died. But I'll double check. For morale, I would have spent 2 command points straight away to auto pass morale. What would the result have been? What if that was a 2? That actually would have been a pass, but I didn't want to risk it there. So 2 command points have been spent for there. And for the Necrons, there's no morale, and there's no other morale to resolve. So therefore, the reason why I wanted to spend 2 command points was simply no retreat, no surrender. We have achieved that objective. So that is good news indeed. So the cards that are flipped upside down, they'll represent the fact that that has been achieved. There. So that's good news for the Astra Militarum. So that's 5 points, I think, for a secondary objective. Actually, oh, it's a 1 point, I think. Is it 5 points, secondary objective? Secondary mission is achieved. It is 5 victory points. We checked in the rules. This is new rules for me to learn. So that is flipped upside down. That means that has been achieved. That's just for all of us. There. No prisoners. Have you achieved that? So
I've got to keep a tally.
You've got to keep a tally of that, which we've going to do in a second. So that has not yet been achieved. Investigate the site.
Yeah, that's so. Am I? This was the one I did with those.
Yeah. Do you have?
Got me wholly within 6
wholly
inches
within
of the
6
centre
inches
of
of the centre of the battle. Yeah. Investigate site. So
the
the Scarabs managed to do it. They're fully within 6. So that there is 5 victory points. Well done.
Battlefield supremacy. End of second mission. End of your turn. If you control 3 or more objective markers. What to do?
1, 2, 3,
3, 4.
4. Yep. So 5 victory points.
And more than.
And more than your opponent.
But in this, you only scored 2 victories from the second. Why is that? If you only have 1 or 2 units. Oh no, I've got more units. Okay, units. So it's 5 again. This for battlefield supremacy 5.
Yep, you've done that. So that's that ticked off.
That's it.
Excellent. So
the next turn at the end of the command phase, we do that one.
So I'm going to take off these 2 CPs.
Clear. That's command phase.
That's in the command phase.
Right, so we're done.
Yep. Okay. So I lost my 2 command points, so down to 2. Phil is down to 2. Right. Phil is going to get rid of one of the cards.
That one there, because I've completed it.
Yep. So that's the central objective has been achieved.
I don't know if I can do it twice.
Point no. Once you've done it, that's it. Yeah. So he has scored those points. So just to clarify that. So that is the end of battle round 1, and we're going to go on to a new battle round. It is Astra Militarum, turn 2, the command phase. The score at the end of battle round 1 is 5 points to the Astra Militarum, to the Necrons 10 victory points. Battle round 2, turn 2, Astra Militarum, coming right up. So battle round 2, I have 2 plus 1 for 3 CP, so I've got 3 CP. The Necrons have got 3 CP as well. And you've gone for the Directive 2.
This battle round.
So each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack, that attacks unit within half range, the target does not receive the benefits of cover to its saving throw against that attack. So that's the new protocol at the beginning of the battle round for the Necrons. We'll pick up the 3 cards. We have Raise the Banner, we have Blood and Guts, and Secure No Man's Land. I'll check what I'm going to do with these off camera. Okay, I've made my decision. I had to get rid of Raise the Banner because I don't have any of the objective secured units like for example troops that are already holding an objective. I only have the field ordnance guns that are securing that objective. So I dumped that one and I replaced that with no prisoners. So basically I've got to kill as many models as possible to regain the points. So it's no prisoners, blood and guts, and secure no man's land. Bill just told me that his Mithril dynasty, he will get both directives. So both Directive 1 and Directive 2, as the Mithril dynasty, have that particular trait. End of the command phase for the Astra Militarum, I've issued an order, take aim, for this infantry squad. This infantry squad is within 6 inches of the field ordnance guns, so they will have take aim as well. And over here, I've gone for full throttle with the Lehman Russ. So I can do full speed plus 2 inches. I can advance as well with a full dice. So max dice is 6 inches plus 2, and I count as remaining stationary as well. So pretty useful tactics there. I'll just double check the word in the card, but that's the plan anyway, to try and reach and grab some objective points here as we clear out and destroy and neutralise these units. So we're going to go up to the movement phase, coming up on turn 2, Astra Militarum. It's the end of the movement phase for the Astra Militarum on turn 2. So just to clarify, I should have done this in the command phase, but Phil has allowed me to do so. The Tech Priest Engines here is within 3, and he's going to bless the Lean Russ Tank Commander. So he's going to receive a 5+ invulnerable save on top there. And furthermore, we have the infantry that stood still, making the most of the bunker for protection. I've advanced the Lean Russes forward to glory, so hopefully we'll be able to shoot and eradicate that threat over there. And we have the mechanised forces that have turned up from reserve. So I've put the Castellan inside this Chimera, and I've put the Priest inside this Chimera as well. The infantry squad has stood still over there. This Lehman Russ has stood still. We're going to exchange firepower again over against that Necron unit over there. The artillery have stood still, the field ordnance guns, and the Chimera has stood still and disembarked the command squad, ready to give some support for the infantry squad that I've advanced to press forward to the objective. I fell back with the armoured sentinels, so unfortunately they will not be able to fire this turn. That is the end of the movement phase, as we go straight on to the psychic phase coming up next. Where I'm going to cast Smite. So it's a 5+. Phil can't deny. And that's a 3. That's a failure, and I'm not going to spend a CP for that there. And I'm going to do Night Shroud for the infantry squad, just to give them extra protection. And that goes off on an 8, and they need a warp charge value of 6. So Warp Night Shroud has been taken effect over there. So that's the end of the psychic phase. Straight on to the shooting phase next. Right, I'm going to shoot with the las guns first. Over here from the infantry squad, I'm going to shoot into the Immortals. They'll be receiving +1 to hit, as well as +1 AP minus as well. So hitting on 3s. 5 to wound. That there is 3 wounds, 3 saves to make of AP -1, but you are in cover, so you will get a +1 to your save. So Immortals have got a 3-up armour save.
They were 3-up, yeah, these are toughness 5, 3-up.
Yeah.
And they've got a 5-up invuln from the Chronomancer at the start of the move, and it lasts until the next command phase. Was it 3, did you say?
Yeah, 3, yeah, 3 save. Oh, killed 3 of them. That's interesting.
The squad's still got to shoot, isn't it? More shooting, so it's not the full.
That's just the las guns.
Yeah.
And I got an autocannon to shoot at. I've declared all the shots into them. So hitting on 4s, even though it's -1 to hit, I get +1 for take aim. 1 hit. Strength 7, so 3s to wound. And that's a failure. And I'm going to double check the rules for Commander, but I don't think there's any further bonuses. I checked the wounds, and there was 1 las gun that did roll 1 to wound, and as well as an autocannon. So I'm going to do the first dice roll be the las gun, Needing a 5+, no. And now the autocannon need a 3+. Yes, that's an AP -2 because of take aim for that squad. And does 2 damage.
So 3, 4, 5 up?
5 up. No. Goes straight through. Again. Bam. 4 immortals gone. Now, Mr. Exels has to supercharge his plasma gun.
Here we go.
Here we go. Freeze to hit. For glory, and for reroll 1, he dies. Will it happen again? Phil's going to say yes. It will. Do I want to keep him alive? Do I want to keep him alive? Every time. Oh.
Les cannons always miss.
Yeah.
Plasma guns always roll 1.
He did roll a hit at least.
Oh, yes, yeah.
But I'm going to double check to see if there's any rules that could save him, unless I have to spend any stratagems. Okay. Well, I think Mr. Exels, I'm not going to spend the stratagem to save them. I'm not going to keep doing it. Oh. But he could be healed a bit later on because I do have a medic. So he could be resurrected. But he's got his hit. Let's see, you can take down an immortal. What's your toughness? 5, so 3's to wound. And that's a wound, that's AP -4 because of take aim.
It'll be their 5 up invulnerable.
5 up invulnerable save. Nope, he does kill an immortal. So he got his points back. Excellent shooting. Sergeant's going to throw a frag grenade. So 5 shots, pretty good. I should have done this earlier, but doesn't matter. So hitting on 3's, to take aim. 6 is actually auto-wounding. I take that back. That's for born soldiers. Got to get used to these new rules. So that's a 1 hit, and that's 2 wounds in total. This is AP -1 from a grenade. He's got snake eyes. He's just killed 2 more immortals with the sergeant. Who was that? This is Sergeant Nastro. He just threw a grenade through the window and killed 2 immortals. Phil is shaking his head.
It's terrible rolling. Never mind.
So that's the shooting done for that infantry squad. Now for reanimation protocols. I've got to remember this born soldiers rules. Yeah, here we go. So you saved. Whoa. You saved 5 of them. And they just get back up. Oh. Necrons.
Yeah, that's a bit horrible, isn't it?
That is a bit horrible.
It's good shooting.
That's good shooting, but
not so many should have died. I suppose it's a bit unfair.
I think I'm just going to have to do another volley fire again at the end of the turn, so I get to shoot again.
Oh, I need to be near the objective, don't I? So I'll put them back where.
He's going to put them near the objective.
Yeah, like they were, sort of back.
So that's a bit of a shame there, but that just goes to show how tough the Necrons really are. Right, the las gun array from the Chimera is going to shoot. And I don't have to have occupants inside anymore. They are autonomous. They do it themselves. So hitting on 4s, born soldiers. So 3 auto wounds. There's another hit there. And wow, that's excellent. That is 6 wounds. No AP though, so you will get a 2+ cover save. So all of them are saved. Bounce off the arm and cover as well. And next I'm going to fire is the Heavy Flamer, D6 auto hits. That's the full 6, which is really good. So, force to wound. Oh, I don't believe it. Nothing.
So born soldiers can't work with that then?
It can't, no, because it's the rate of fire. It's an auto hit, isn't it? Yeah. And it's core, transport Chimera is not core unit.
Roll the 1.
I'll get to. I won't be able to reroll the 1. It's not core because it's a transport. But I do have a multi-laser. Into that. So hitting on 3s because it's a turret weapon. It's 2 auto wounds. And just 2 wounds. AP -1, strength 6.
4s.
Force to save. You're in cover, so you do save. And no reanimation protocols because you've saved them all anyway. Nothing died. This Lean Russ, commanded by Henrik Pearson, is going to shoot its las cannon and battle cannon into the Doomstalker, and then the heavy bolters are going to go into the warriors. So heavy bolters, Hitting on 4s. It's an auto wound. So drop dice. And that's 2 wounds in total. That's AP -1. So 5 up save.
5 up save.
Yeah, because AP -1. Takes 1 off. That concludes that shooting there. So he gets his reanimation protocol.
Yeah, yes, that's it.
Yep, straight away. Yep. He gets back up again. Frustrating for the Astra Militarum. And then now I am going to shoot the las cannon, hitting on a 4. 3 is a miss, sadly. And next up is the battle cannon. So it's D6 plus 3 shots. And I'm going to call a Patreon here. I'm going to call upon. Daniel Baker.
Danny Baker.
Daniel Baker.
Number of shots.
Number of shots. And these will be converted to Astra Militarum dice for their bonus for supporting the channel. 1. I'm gonna have to spend the CP. So take away the CP.
I'll do that.
He's going to do that. So I'm down to 2 command points. This is my reroll spent. And that's a full 6. Okay. We have hope. And these will be converted to super patronic dice. Dice are supercharged. So here we go. Hitting on 3s. 6s are auto wounding. Okay, I've got 1 auto wound and 2 hits. Bit of a shame. So strength 8. So wounding on 3s. And that's 2 wounds on top. So that's going to be AP -2 with 3 wounds.
Yeah, this is toughness 6.
Yeah. So
yeah,
strength 8. So you've got a 4 up in Vun.
4 up in Vun, yeah.
4 up in vulnerable save, and each does 3 damage.
How many is it? 3.
Yeah, 3 in total.
3.
Yeah. That's a 5 and a 6. Only 3 damage again. Exchanging firepower here. So next up we're going to fire the field ordnance guns. We're going to do that now. Both field ordnance guns, I've selected their target. They're going to shoot out of line of sight and they must destroy that Doomstalker. I know what damage that could do. It's hard. Thank you, Daniel Baker, for your support. But only 3 wounds have been taken.
Are these patronised?
So these are. Do you know what? Phil has just reminded me. I should patronise these.
It should be a Winston Adkins.
You think it should
be a
Winston? You think Winston? Oh, he's an artillery specialist. But unfortunately, Winston Adkins' patronic power has gone for this particular battle. It's been used.
Okay.
He's been used. So Winston, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Winston.
But this opportunity has not come. Unfortunately, so I'm going to have to pick another Patreon. So these ones have gone. Now I'm going to pick Marcus Phrase. Marcus Phrase. This is your moment of glory. 2d6 shots. Boxcars we need. 5. Only 5, and I've used my command reroll. So 5 shots. These are supercharged dice because they are Astra Militarum dice. Hitting on 4s because they're out of line of sight. Only 1 wound. Auto wound, and that's it. So that's AP -3 because I take aim.
So it's got to be
4 up in Vun. No, and that's 2 damage. So another
down
2
to 7.
Down to 7 wounds, and living metal that will increase its capability to regenerate those wounds. Right, the command squad here into the Immortals, hitting on 3s because they are bodyguard veterans. That's an auto wound, and that's another 3 hits. I will double check their ballistic skill. 1 hit because their ballistic skill 4+. They've now got +1 attack instead. So rolling to wound, we don't get that wound, but we do have an auto wound from earlier on. So that there is AP minus 0. So the Immortals get a 2+ save.
How many?
Just one, yeah, one, and it's saved. I have a melter gun as well, hitting on a 4+. That has missed, unfortunately. This Chimera, maximum firepower, is going to shoot at the Immortals.
Warriors.
Oh, the Warriors, beg your pardon, yes, the Warriors. So I've got a heavy bolter. That's 2 auto wounds, simple as that. AP minus 1. You're not fully within the cover, so you don't get the extra cover, unless you take it on the models.
No, so two hits, 2 dead.
So 2 dead, that's good shooting. Next up is the multi-laser, got 4 shots. Another auto wound, and that's it. I get another hit because it's a turret weapon. And doesn't wound. And then over here he's got this save to make. AP. So it's AP minus 1. Did you want to? You took it on the. I'm presuming you want to take it on them.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. That's those that are in the cover. And next up is the lasgun array, which can shoot. Hitting on 4s. That's an auto wound. And another wound. So 2 wounds in total.
These are any minus?
No AP minus, no.
So
you're taking it on the cover, so you get 3 up cover. No, another one goes. So it's going to go over to there, and that concludes the firepower from that unit. So reanimation.
It's 2 6s.
2 6s, and that's it. And 2 get back up again.
Oh, one dropped on his head.
Yep. And then over here, rinse and repeat. Actually, I'll tell you what. Before I forget, I'm going to do this infantry squad on the top here. So I've got a heavy bolter and a las gun. So heavy bolter is going to shoot at the
death marks, or the.
I'm going to have to shoot at the Immortals on the objective.
Warriors.
Yeah, the Warriors. Beg your pardon. Yeah, the Warriors. So hitting on 4s. That's 2 auto wounds and a hit. Only 2 wounds, so
any AP?
AP minus 1, yep, heavy bolter. Oh, 2 more have been killed. And a las gun at long range. And 2 is a miss. So you can do those reanimations again. Reanimations. I get one again. And 1 comes back. Okay, so rinse and repeat over here with the Chimera. Gentleman's agreement, we've measured off camera. The Chimera is actually even 12 inches. Rapid firing. It's going to fire the lasgun array. So hitting on 4s, and you're going to put them on the cover, or
yeah, might as well. There's loads in cover.
Loads in cover. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So hitting on 4s, 6s are auto wounding. So I've got 2 auto wounds, and not too bad. And another wound, so 3 saves of 3+ because you're in cover. And they've all saved.
Must have hit the building.
Must hit the building again. Next up is the heavy bolter. 2 hits, 3 wounds, toughness 4, 2 wounds, AP minus 1. So that's 1 save, and 1 has been killed. And next up is the multi-laser. 3 to hit is a turret weapon. And that there is 2 wounds, AP minus 1. And 2 5s.
You happy with that?
Yeah, I'm happy with that result. Yeah, that's whole facing. And you get to do your reanimation protocol on top of that.
No.
No. So, okay, so that immortal has, that warrior has gone. I keep saying immortal and warrior. I'm getting confused here. And confusion is reigning in amongst the ranks. Maintain your discipline. Next up is, we've done over here, I remembered this time. So what we're going to do now is we're going to flip over to the right flank over here. Anonymous Lehman Russ will start first. Maximum firepower into the
Tomb Blades.
Tomb Blades. That's what we're going to do next. Hitting on 5s. Okay, that's 1 auto wound and toughness 5.
Toughness 5, yes.
Yeah, it's a force to wound. Yes, that's AP minus 1. So 2 saves in total.
Both of them AP -1.
Yeah, and each does 2 damage a time.
I've got shield vein, so I'm 3 up.
Yep,
So 4 up.
4
so
up.
2 4-ups. One
goes through.
How many damage?
2 damage a time. That is a model removed. Got 2 wounds each. Next up is the las cannon. I may as well fire over to there. I can't see through the ruins over there because of line of sight blocking terrain, just to clarify that. 2 is a miss. So next up is the battle cannon. So it's 3 plus d6 shots because of the new battle cannon rules. 4, okay, respectable. So 7 shots. So this will be hitting on 3s, -1. So it's hitting on 4s because it's a turret weapon.
Yeah, it's because of their ability.
It's their ability.
They have invasion engrams.
Evasion engrams.
Ooh,
That's a really good dice roll. That is brilliant.
Wow.
Okay, so we've got our auto wound. 1 has only missed, so 5 hits.
Ooh.
1 is auto wounding. So 6.
Toughness 5.
Toughness 5, so 3's to wound. So that's 4 wounds at AP -2
In total.
in total. So you've got 5 to save. Each does a flat 3 damage a time.
Okay.
And you've got another save to make.
Is it 5?
Yeah, 5.
So 3 dead.
3 dead. Ooh. And they're gone. So what I'm going to do is going to fire the infantry squad first, before the tank commander. So
I've got reanimation protocols.
yeah, he's going to do his reanimation protocols.
That's finished.
So that's all that firepower done.
2, 3, 4 of them dead.
Yeah.
One's back up.
1 back up.
2 back up.
2 back up. So 2 come back over here. So what do we do now? Do we fire the infantry squad?
See, I can put it there. Because it's within.
But you're not within holding the objective. That's the only problem.
Yeah, I have to. Am I going to hold the objective? No, actually, yeah, I'm going to either hold the objective or I'm going to die. Yes.
Okay, he's going to place them near the objective. He knows
again.
that objectives are important.
Try to live.
Try to live.
Try to live.
Okay, we've got infantry squad firing next. Measured off camera, gentleman's agreement. The melter gun is actually in range. I measure actually from the fortification rather than the model. So within 12 of here, makes it in range 12 for there. The las cannon has declared its shot. It has less than 3 models screening that character. So he's going to do a snipe shot against your Necron Lord. The rest of the firepower is going to go into those tomb blades. And I'm going to use an Astra Militarum relic dice because we have a sergeant over here. And this is Sergeant Drew Gummets. This is your moment of glory. A faithful patron for a few years now on the channel. So 6s are auto wounding, needing 5s. So we've got 2 auto wounds and we have 4 hits. Drew Gummets has missed, unfortunately, because of the -1. But that's 3 wounds at no AP. So you get your arm save. You get your 3 up. Oh, another one's been taken down. Okay. Which one are you going to take off?
Well, they've already shot. Oh no,
yeah, I've got to do the melter gun now. So this,
in range now.
So this is Anthony Leach. Oh no, you do it all at the same time, don't you? Counts as the unit, yeah.
Yeah, same squad.
Same
firing,
squad,
yeah.
that's firing.
Yeah.
So melter gun. He's got his auto wound, and that's AP -4. So
it'll be the
5 up invuln.
5 up invuln. No?
It bypasses. Damage is D6, and that's another one destroyed. Now the las cannon shooting into the Necron Lord. Catacomb Command Barge. So hitting on a 4+. That's a 2. That is a miss, unfortunately. So reanimation protocols. Now, unfortunately, Phil forgot. It's a tactical error. I've done it as well with Born Soldiers. Forgot to do the free re-roll for reanimation protocol.
I don't think it'll make any much difference.
I think it'll make any difference, but no, they've
Well,
not
I can
come
re-roll
back.
one of these.
You can
now,
re-roll
so
one of them.
this
Yeah,
might.
that's a 3, unfortunately. They're gone. So only 1 remains. So now I have the tank commander. Let's see what targets he's going to select. He's been selected as a target, so he's spent a command point. He's upgraded his invulnerable save from 5+ to 4+ invuln. And 1s, 2s and 3s ignore because of quantum shielding. So I've declared the heavy bolters into the
lone
tomb blade. And I'm not going to fire the hunter killer missile yet. And I'm going to fire the gatekeeper into the catacomb command barge as well as the las cannon. So I'm going to do the las cannon first. So hitting on a 4+. Those are 2. The las cannons missed. They always miss. Next up I'm going to do is the heavy bolters. This is into the tomb blades. Hitting on 5s. Only 1 hit. Would you believe? So strength 5, toughness 5, force to wound, and that is a wound. AP -1, 4, and that is a save.
Yes.
He's made that. Well done.
They've got
They've got a 3-up save, haven't they?
save
And then +1 in
or
cover.
something,
Yeah, that negates that. Next up, we've got the gatekeeper. So it's 6 plus D3 shots
into
the warlord.
He might not be the warlord, but I know what you mean.
Okay, that's 7 shots.
Ooh.
7 shots. Hitting on 3s.
He doesn't have that evasion thing.
I need 6s.
Yeah.
Come on, give me 6s. Do you know what? Hold your guns.
Patreon.
Patreon time. I'm going to call upon Scott Costello. It's very tough to choose which patrons I want to use. Scott Costello, this is your moment, good sir. 7 shots. The supercharged dice have been activated. I'll take away that red dice, that counts for nothing. I need 6s. Astra Militarum symbols are good. Okay, so no Astra Militarum symbols, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. So I've got 4 hits though.
Toughness 6.
Toughness 6.
But 3.
The 4s, 1s, 2s and 3s ignore.
Yeah.
I need 4 pluses. Okay, I got 2. That's AP -3.
So I'll go to the 4-up save.
4-up saves. He's got 1,
One
that's
does
3 damage. Okay, 3 damage comes through. The catacomb command barge is still alive. And I think that is it when it comes to shooting. Now over here, how many immortals have you got left?
8.
8.
There's 5 this side, there should be 3 over there. I've got 2 dead. Yeah, 8.
Do we spend 2 command points? I don't think they're going to do much damage, to be honest with you. So we may have to fix bayonets and charge for the Emperor. So that's what we're going to do next. Charge phase, the infantry squad are going to charge. I'm not going to do volley fire. It's too expensive in command points. I want to save as many CP as I can. I don't think they'll do the damage that they would do. So the infantry squad are going to charge into the immortals, and Phil has decided to overwatch.
I'm overwatching.
So here we go.
16 shots.
16 shots needing 6s. He's got 4 6s.
4 6s.
And strength is
5.
5, so freeze to wound. And freeze will be killing. Okay, 2 infantry models have gone. I'll take off the anonymous ones. They've been removed. So their casualty goes back up to 3. The infantry squad's going to charge. And they will charge 6 inches into that unit. Next up is the Commissar. He's going in, that's a cock dice. That is 7 inches, so he's going to go over to here. And then the Primary Psyker, he's just going to go, I'll see what he rolls. That is a 7. They're all going to charge, I don't care, I need as much damage as possible. And then the Command Squad is going to charge for the Emperor. Snake Eyes, so they'll still make it.
Oh yeah, because it's right there.
So it's just right here.
Good.
So they will get stuck in as well.
Lovely.
End of the charge phase, going to go straight on to close combat next. Okay, we've wrapped round an extra 3 inches. We have now secured this objective. That's if we stay alive, but we need to do our number of attacks. 9 attacks, hitting on 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no auto wounds, it's only for shooting. 5 to wound. That's pretty good. 2 saves of 3+. 2 have made it. Do you want to interrupt?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
So we have the commander. -1 to hit because of Power Fist. So hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Strength 6.
Toughness 5.
Freeze to wound. 2 wounds. That's AP -3.
Oh. They're 3 up save.
3 up save becomes a 6+.
We got 5 up involved.
5 up involved. Is that including shooting?
It's just that they
just
give
give
it
it
to
in
them
general.
by the
Okay.
Chronomancer. So
And
1, it dies.
2 damage.
2 damage. So 2 die. No,
No, it's just the damage of the weapon.
Yeah.
It's just 2 damage. So 1 has been squished.
1 is square.
And then we've got some more attacks from the bodyguards. That includes the bodyguard, the chainsword, and the Master of Ordnance. So hitting on 4s. That's statistical. 5s to wound. Only 1 wound, sadly. No AP, so you get your armour save, and it's saved. The Commissar will get to do his attacks. Chainsword. Hitting on 3s. Commissar. Oh, only 1 hit. And no wound.
Reroll wound?
I do get to reroll 1s to wound. I think it's only core units though, unfortunately, and it's a character as well. So I won't be able to get that sadly. But thank you for reminding me. To no effect though. Next up is the Primary Psyker. So the Primary Psyker has 3 attacks base, and I think he's hit all of them. Wow, he's weapon skill 3+ as well. Pretty good. Strength is +3, so his base strength is 3, +3 is 6, so 3's to wound. And they've all wounded. That's AP -1. Yep, AP -1.
4+.
4+ save. Kills one of them, it's D3 damage. Would have got the full 2 damage there. Now he's got, oh no, he's got reanimation protocols.
Oh no.
Reanimation protocols.
2 died.
2 died. And they're just going to get back up again, aren't they? 1 gets back up and gets to re-roll as well.
Ah!
Waste of time.
Waste of time.
Unbelievable. And it's going to plonk them back on the object. It's frustrating.
Oh.
So frustrating. I hate Necrons.
Are there any worse things to fight than Necrons?
There's
Yes,
chaos.
there's
Chaos and
Tau
Tau and
and
Eldar
Eldars.
and the list goes on and on and on.
They're all bad.
Alright Phil, do your attacks back then. His reanimations have been really good this turn. The Immortal's turn to retaliate.
4 attacks going into the
Primary Psyker.
hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s.
I don't think they were blessed at the start of.
They weren't, no.
So hitting on 3s. 2 hits.
Missed.
Strength 5.
Toughness 3, because of the guardsman. 1 wound.
1 wound.
I think I've got a 5+ save. Any AP minus?
No, not with their. No.
Okay. Fail to wound. Sorry, fail to save. I do have a 5 feel no pain because I have a medic nearby. And he's not patched him up. He takes a wound. He's got 3 wounds left.
The remaining guys, the other 6
So that's 12 attacks.
attacks going into the
Infantry squad
in here.
Okay, so hitting on 3. Yeah, I think they're a little bit better. Oh, that's twos and misses because they're not been blessed.
Not been blessed. Not been blessed. I said that.
3s to wound.
3s to wound.
Oh, a few failures.
Yeah.
But we've got 5 saves of flak armour. So 5s. Saved 1. Feel no pain because the medic. I saved another 2. Ooh. So only 2 have been killed. I have to take off these 2 guardsmen. I cannot hold this objective. So unfortunately they have been removed. Oh no. Harrison Leach has been taken off as a casualty as well. Oh dear. Right, so that's all the melee's done. So now it is morale phase. So our morale is actually 5. So we need a 1. Yeah, actually a 1 or a 2.
2.
Without executing. Morale holds. So that's good news. Normally it'd be an execution, but discipline has been restored. For the Necrons, however, their leadership is 10.
Leadership 10. I've lost 2 models.
They've lost 2 models, and they'll be fine. They're okay.
The 2 mates lost 4 models.
Here, they lost 4 models. 2, and they are good as well. So that is the end of the turn for the Astra Militarum. We're going to calculate victory points and discard any objective markers. Points. So these are the secondary missions. I'm going to keep no prisoners, but I'm going to dump no blood and guts. I'm not going to kill a whole load of units in close combat because they are better than me. And I'm going to dump secure no man's land. So so far for no prisoners we have 14 wounds dealt with so far. That included the models that have been killed but have been resurrected as well. So we added those points on top as well. So getting rid of blood and guts and secure no man's land. So they are dumped. So we get 2 cards next turn. So I've got 2 command points left at the end of the turn. We're going to go straight on to a new turn for the Necrons. Turn 2 coming right up. Turn 2 for the Necrons, the Astra Militarum get 3 command points. They get a command point back. And the Necrons are back up to 2 CP. And anything else happening on the command phase, Phil will find out.
A number of things, yes.
And the objective he has done is no retreat, no surrender. So we'll check out what that is off camera. He's going to keep no retreat, no surrender. But unfortunately, he won't be able to fall back, though, in close combat. But he doesn't care. They are tough enough already. So what Phil now is going to calculate what he's going to do on the command phase. Coming right up. Okay, he's going to activate the Resurrection Orb. Unbelievable. So 5s and 6s, and you get to reroll 1 of those dice because of your trait.
Yeah.
1. Oh.
Nothing.
Nothing.
I need a reroll. Oh, wasted
the Resurrection Orb. None have resurrected. That is a miracle. Right, that is the end of the command phase for the Necrons. So, Phil, tell us what have you done in the command phase?
We've got 2. Mine will be done given to the Death Marks and the Hex Mark, the Canoptic Destroyers, the heavy destroyers.
Heavy destroyers, yeah.
And he's got to give it to someone, so it might as well be him.
Yeah.
He should have had more than 1, but he's on his own with 1. There you go.
Okay.
That's it.
So that is it there for the command phase. Going to straight on to the movement phase now for the Necrons on turn 2. End of the movement phase for the Necrons on turn 2. Phil is going to tell us some more details as to what happened.
The Chronomancer, who wasn't in combat, has gone round the corner to have a look around here and see what he can do next turn. With his shooting in his lance.
Yeah.
The Immortals stayed in combat.
Yeah.
Necron's done a normal move.
Yeah.
Towards the objective.
Yeah.
These Necron warriors done a normal move towards the tanks across there.
Yep.
Scarabs done a normal move towards the tanks.
Yep.
The heavy Locust Destroyers did a normal move down from there, 8 inches down.
Yep.
Because they got fly. The Technomancer did the same.
Yep.
And the Overlord did a run. He did an advanced move of 4, so he's coming to be amongst these guys here.
Okay.
He's done an advance. And these have stayed where they are.
Stay where they are. They got +1 to hit.
+1 to hit.
Yeah.
That's stay where it is, and that's stay where it is.
Okay, that's the end of the movement phase. No psychic phase. Straight on to the shooting phase for the Necrons. Turn 2. Yep, so
half range as well.
D6 shots.
D6 shots?
Yep, D6 shots on there. Oh, this is 4, 6.
6 it is.
Oh, my face is literally melting today.
It didn't move.
Ah.
Stayed still, so hitting on 4.
4s to hit.
6s are an extra AP.
Yep.
Oh, it's terrible, but I've got one.
Oh, you got 1. You got the 6 though.
Yeah, that means it's AP. It's half range because it's Mefrit.
Yes.
It's within 24, which it is.
I've got to take measure here. You are within 24. Easily.
Yeah. It's +1 and +1, so it's extra 2. So it's already AP -5. So that makes it AP -7.
AP -7.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got to roll to wound.
D6 wounds.
And you got to roll to wound.
Oh, okay.
3 is definitely a wound.
Yeah.
AP -7.
4 wounds.
4 wounds. So would you believe I got so 6. So 2 wounds remain on one of those sentinels there. That's the end of the shooting for that. Yeah. There. He's going to shoot into the wounded sentinel. One shot.
Hitting on 3s.
Hit on 3s. He's got his hit. Strength.
Strength is 8.
Toughness 7. Armoured sentinel. 3s to wound. 3 is a wound. AP minus.
3 minus, it's half range, it's AP -4.
AP -4. So what's the damage?
D3 +3.
Okay, armour cockpit won't help, so it could bypass through the armour. Oh, it's destroyed. Does it blow up? Does not blow up. And another one of Chris Comiskey's armoured sentinels has been destroyed. Stalker number 2 is going to shoot into the Sling and Russ. I will spend a CP for smoke launchers. Smoke launchers have been activated, down to 2 command points. D6 shots. I'm not going to do ablative plating, it's too expensive in CPs. So 5 shots hitting on 4s, -1s, not bracketed.
Not bracketed.
So 5s to hit with 5 shots.
Complete opposite of that guy. He had it easy, he had it tough. Wow, that's not good news for you.
It's not good news for me, but rolling to wound is something else. We are toughness 8, but you're strength 10, so 3s to wound. Okay,
AP
right.
-5.
AP -5. Even just got a 2+ save. Armored tracks only does damage 1, so it's 3d6 damage, and it's gone. Oh dear, that's Henrik Pearson. Does it explode? Ah! Aha! I will do something. I will do some heroics here. I will do a vengeful salute. Which is on standby. If it explodes, I will not be able to play this stratagem.
Yeah.
Actually, do you know what? Let's call upon the Patreon here for some heroics. So I'm going to call upon Devin Matthews. So if he does not explode, Devin Matthews will get to shoot. But if it does explode, this Patreon dice will be used up. So Devin, the pressure is on me. Here we go. Astra Militarum symbol we don't want. Oh, it's a 6. It detonates. Oh, I don't believe it. Oh, I used a Patreon as well.
If you hadn't have said it.
If I hadn't have said that. We will do a what if though. We will do a what if.
Yeah.
What if it didn't explode? So what we're going to do is D3 mortal wounds within 6 inches of this Leon Russ. Oh dear. So sorry, Devin. I feel really, really bad. But he was about to do a vengeful salute and then blew up. Unbelievable. I can't go against my own words now. I've used the Patreon dice unheroically. Which is it's strange times. So okay, so Devin Matthews has been used up. I only have 3 Patreons left that can help me. Help me, Patreons, you're my only hope. So what we're going to do here is we measured off camera. The Chimera has been caught in the explosion. Yes, I have to use these Patreon dice.
Oh yes, yes, you did say that. Yeah. Oh, it's 3.
6. The curses. 9 wounds remain on this Chimera. 9 wounds remain. It's an 11 wound model now. Ah, I don't believe it. How sad. If I can find this 9. Where are you, number 9? Ah, number 9. There you are. Number 9. And then over here. D3 mortal wounds against the field ordnance guns. Oh, they suffer 3 mortal wounds. So, oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Oh, cruel.
It was a vengeful salute.
So I'm down to 2 wounds remain with this gun here because they got 5 wounds each. And I have to remove the vehicle from play. It's just not good day to be a guardsman. Phil's just cut himself with a tape measure. Oh dear me. Serves you right for not allowing me to do heroics.
Right.
Oh dear me. Right.
5 shots into your tank engine priest.
Yeah, so basically what he's doing with his
death
marks, 5 are going to shoot into the regimental engine seer, and 4 of the rest will be shooting at this infantry squad on the top there. So which are you going to do first?
Engine seer.
Into the engine seer first.
Hit on 2s.
Hit on 2s because they are blessed.
Well, they were 2s anyway.
And they're 2s anyway. And they've all hit their mark. 6s are mortal wounds. Strength of the weapon?
5.
5. So toughness is on an engine seer. Toughness 4 because of armoured plate. The strength of the weapon is 5. So 3 wounds have come through.
AP minus 2.
5 up saves. And what's the damage?
1.
Oh, 3 wounds have gone through. But he's still alive. 1 wound remaining. He does have 4 wounds. And he's only damaged 1. Yes, next is up against the infantry squad on the top there. 3 on 2s. All have hit their mark. 3's to wound. No mortal wounds. So 2 saves of AP minus 1 because of the cover. So it is a 6 up save. And we save 1 model. I'm sorry to say this, I'm going to have to take the sergeant off. And that's Sergeant Caudle has been removed as a casualty. Toon Blade is going to shoot right into the tank. Point blank range. Rapid fire Gauze Blaster hitting on 2s because he's blessed. 2 1s.
Dear.
Strength of the weapon is
5.
Toughness 8. 5's to wound. No wounds. Toughness of the tank holding.
The Locust Heavy Destroyers are going to shoot that tank.
Same tank?
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go. I'm going to... Oh. No, we're not going to do that. We're thinking here.
They've been blessed, so they're hitting on 2s.
Okay, hitting on 2s.
Rerolling 1s because of hardwired for destruction.
Hardwired for destruction. All hit their mark. Strength 10.
Strength 10.
3's to wound. 1 has failed.
I'm going to CP reroll.
He's going to spend a command point to re-roll. Does not pay off, sadly. 2 wounds have come through. AP minus?
It's half range because it's range.
Yep, within
36.
18.
Yeah, so yeah, 18.
36.
It's AP minus 5.
AP minus 5. Nothing I can do. And the damage is 3d3 apiece.
Yeah, 3d3. So that's 1. That's 2.
That's 6 damage. That's 6 damage. That's
6.
13.
13.
That's dead on the wounds that you needed to destroy and even Russ. Now, take 2. Now, it's a battle tank keyword. Does it explode? I will not use a Patreon.
Yeah,
I'm never going to do that ever again.
No.
Devin, I can imagine Devin's reaction seeing this battle. Don't get a 6 again. If I get a 6 again, this will be a YouTube short. it's not a YouTube short, but
it's, look, 6.
it is 6 there, but with 2 dice, but not with a single dice. However, it is a battle tank, and I will spend a heroic CP. I'm down to 1 command point only, and I'm going to do Vengeful Salute. I'm going to do the Vengeful Salute against the big boss, the Necron Lord, because he hasn't shot yet. So here we go. Let's call upon a Patreon. So I'm going to call upon, for this moment of heroics, Andreas Stewart, a new Patreon, a Brigadier General of the Army Group. He will do his shooting.
Shall I spend up CP to give me a 4 up involved?
Oh, is he going to?
My last CP.
Is it in the shooting? Yeah.
It's when I'm selected as a target.
Selected as a target, yes.
No, I'm going to keep the CP.
Oh, he's going to keep the CP. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it.
He's made the decision.
Just shoot me.
Andreas Stewart, this is your moment of glory. What a way to be a member of the Patreon page. So, just a regular battle cannon. So it's 3 plus D6 shots. Okay, 5 shots. Better than nothing. Hitting on 5s because of the stratagem. 6s are auto wounding because it counts as the shooting phase. That's an auto wound and another hit. 3 to wound, toughness 6. That's a wound. AP minus 2. 5 up in bun. 3 damage. So okay, 3 damage on the...
He was damaged, wasn't he?
He was damaged, yes. His dice are missing. How many wounds has he got left?
He had 7.
He's got 1 wound remaining.
No, only 1 got through.
Only 1 got through. But from previous turn, I'll take that back. He's got 9. He's got 9 wounds in total. So he's only down to 3 wounds. But he's done some damage. Can't complain for a command point. But he has gone. Andreas Stewart has helped out here with a Vengeful Salute. Cadia stands, and he did not explode. He'd done a shot with a battle cannon, but did no further. Didn't destroy him, unfortunately. That was the plan, but we did some damage nonetheless. Yeah, 20 shots. They're coming from the Warriors. They are equipped with the assault weapons. What are they called? Gauss Reapers. They're going to go into the Chimera. It can shoot because I am actually in the ruin, and so is that unit that's shooting. So here we go. How many shots do you get?
20 shots.
20 shots.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s.
2.
Yeah, strength 5, AP minus 2.
It's not half range, so it's AP minus 2.
AP minus 2. We do get +1 because of armor tracks. It's only damage 1 weapon. So 5's to wound.
5 to wound.
That looks as though there's 4. So we do get a 4+ armor save. Yeah. Come on! What's wrong?
Damage 1.
Damage 1. So down to 8 wounds. Right. The Catacomb Command Barge is going to shoot at the command vehicle. Here we go. So what's happening here?
It's got 3. It's heavy 3. Gauss cannon, range 24.
Yep.
So it's hitting on 2s.
2s. All hit. Strength.
Strength is 6.
Toughness 8. 5's to wound.
I'm going to play Techno Oracular Targeting for 1 point.
Yes.
So 1 will auto hit.
1 will auto hit. Oh, auto wound.
Auto wound, yes.
Okay.
1's auto wound.
1 auto wound.
And the other 2. And
I like the way you flipped the dice to the Necron head.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that it's an auto wound.
That's it. So that's the wound. Yeah.
AP minus?
It's minus 3. Half range minus 4.
So I've got a 6-up save. In fact, I have a 5+ invulnerable save because of the engine seer. So here we go. Oh, it doesn't save.
D3.
D3 damage. 10 wounds remain on the battle tank over here. So it's going to shoot into the Chimera that's already been damaged. So hitting on
Threes.
2 hits out of 3.
Strength 5.
Toughness 7.
Nothing.
Nothing. No
Okay,
good.
that's all the shooting.
That's all the shooting. So charges coming right up. And ongoing melees. Any charges?
Yeah, the Necron warrior is going to charge the infantry squad.
Okay, Necron warrior is going to go into the infantry squad.
He's going to go into the command squad.
Yep.
Yep, after you, good sir.
The Scarabs are going to attempt to charge the tank,
Okay.
and the Warlord's going to charge the tank.
Okay. So which one are you going to do first?
Scarabs into the tank.
I'm not going to overwatch.
4, 1 for charges, 1 for nemesis. Yeah, weapons 5, weapons 5, set 4s anyway.
Not going to overwatch here. It's risky. What do they need?
That is disgusting.
A 9-inch charge. Need a 9. It's got no CPs
No
left.
CPs.
Strength 6,
A 7. And that's it. That's a failed charge. Next up is
Command barge into the tank.
command barge. The tank will overwatch. Spending my last command point. And I got no CP left, neither has Phil. So we're going to fire our guns. I'm going to call upon a Patreon.
Oh no.
I'm going to call upon Chris Comiskey. The dice have been supercharged. That was Andrew Stewart earlier on. Thank you, comrades. So Chris Comiskey's turn. So I'm going to fire the heavy bolters. Now, 6s will not be auto-wounding, it's only in the shooting phase, just to clarify that. So the heavy bolters, needing 6s. That's 2 hits. And going to roll to wound. Toughness 6, so 5s to wound. 1 wound does come through, that's AP minus 1. Here we go. Okay, armour holds. Next up is the las cannon, needing a 6. No. And then we're going to fire the gatekeeper. So 6 plus D3 shots. We need a 5 or a 6. Okay, we've got 8 shots with the gatekeeper. Right, here we go. We need 6s for the overwatch. Come on, Chris. We've got 2 hits. We've got the 2 hits. Strength is 8, toughness 6, 3s to wound.
4's only because of
4's only because of the quantum shielding.
quantum shielding, yeah.
Oh, I've got the 2 wounds. And that's AP minus 3! You do have a 5 up invulnerable save.
You're 6, I'm outnumbered.
That's it.
3 damage.
I was going to say he's dead, but he's not, because he would have got a wound back for living metal. So he's on 1.
Yeah, 1 wound remaining.
Should have been on.
No,
he
that's
was
fine.
on 9.
Yeah.
Got 3.
Yeah.
Down to 6.
Yeah.
1 would have come up to 7. He'd be on 4 now. So
Yeah.
now he's on 1.
1 wound remains.
And that would have also come off living metal.
I didn't declare the hunter killer missile, so do your charge. You are within an inch, so within 10 inches. Within 10 inches makes it into there. Yeah, I forgot to do the living metal. It's only fair and it's perfectly legit as well. It's going to wrap around, and I can move that for you if you want. The base is going to go around that side, and we'll place that model off camera.
Yes, because it's too fiddly.
It is very fiddly. They've made it with a 5-inch charge, the Necron warriors, into the infantry squad. The infantry squad is in trouble.
And you just need to double.
It just needs
12. Well, it's just going to go into
the command squad.
yeah.
Okay, so lots of melees happening in this
I
particular
believe that's it, isn't it?
phase of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, I think. That's it. So we're going to carry on with close combat. Calculating the staff of light, or is it the
Doesn't look very
staff
good.
of dimness?
It's a bit dim.
It's a bit dim. So what's the stats, Phil?
Well, it's a bit meh. 4 attacks.
4 attacks base.
Oh yeah, just 4 attacks base. Staff of Light melee.
Yeah.
Is strength user. AP -2, damage 1.
Okay. So
Hitting on 2s.
Hit on 2s.
I think you generally got weighted.
That's it. Wow.
Certainly now to hit the vehicle. Strength of the weapon is 5 to wound.
Shooty. Ranged attack.
Ranged attack.
Yes. Yes, strength 6.
Strength 6, so 5 to wound. It's 1 wound. What's the damage characteristic?
1.
I get
No, sorry. 1, yes.
I get a +1 to my armour, so because armour tracks. And what's your AP minus?
2.
2, so it becomes a 3+ armour save. And that is a save. I roll for 5. Yep, so the Necrons are going in
Necron
first.
warriors, yes.
If we survive, we get to pick a combat. 8 attacks, hitting on 3s. Take away 2 dice. Strength 4, toughness 3. 3 to wound. Really good dice rolling. 5 saves
There's no AP.
of no AP.
Just standard.
So standard flak armour save of 5+. We lose 4 models. Oh boy, well 4 wounds have been taken. Oh, 5s to ignore damage because we're in 6 of the medic. And the medic does patch up 1, but 3 models have been slain. Casualties here. Difficult choices, but Sergeant Peter Nastro has been removed as a casualty. Only Marshall Cummings is left. 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. This is the Chronomancer. So 3 have hit their mark. Strength of the weapon.
Strength is user.
Yeah.
Which is 4.
4. 3's to wound. All have wounded.
This is AP -3.
Ouch.
3 damage each.
Oh. It bypasses the armour.
Entropic Lance.
Bypasses the armour. So, this is horrible.
Entropic Lance. That's one that does the D3+3 shooting as well.
Yeah.
That's why I take him, because he's quite anti-tank.
Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll 3 dice to see if I can raise 1 model to life. No, that's the melter gun. Actually, no. I want to keep the melter gun alive because I could melt the character. The Master of Ordnance is too far away. I'm going to have to take off him. So I've already done the dice roll for him. The Vox, the Regimental Standard, 3 damage. No, he's gone. And this is so cruel. Really difficult choice here. Oh, stop it, Phil. It's so cruel. Oh, I'm going to have to take the Vox caster off. 5s to save. Almost saved.
Oh, I nearly saved him.
But has been removed as casualties. Ouch. Taken off the banner. That's Ray Cross.
Oh, so Ray.
It's Ray Cross. Ray Cross is gone. He will be cross. So that's the end of the charges. Now I get to pick a combat, which I'm going to pick this one.
The Immortals haven't fought yet.
The Immortals haven't fought yet, so it only makes sense that I kill some of them. So I'm going to choose the command squad next. Right, the regimental commander here is going to attack the Immortals. Actually, do you know what? I want to kill the Chronomancer.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I do a pylon move. Kill him. Against the Chronomancer. Oh.
I don't know what that means. But he's got something to do with time.
Something.
Let me
So hitting on 4s is unwieldy.
I'll let you know.
2 have hit their mark. Strength is 6. Your toughness.
My toughness is 4. I have a 4-up involved save.
Okay.
With
Don't care.
Strength 4, toughness 4.
I want to squeeze him. 3s to wound. 1 wound. AP -3.
Okay. Yeah, so 4-up involved.
4 up in Van. Oh, he makes it. Next up is the bodyguard. You get 4 attacks. 1 hit. No wound. And that's that unit done. Now it's your turn to pick a combat.
The warriors will. Who they? So we've got. We can attack the.
Oh, you've done the warriors already.
No, these are
Immortals,
immortal. Immortals into this here. What we've got? 1, 2, 3.
Cannon.
Yeah.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 of them into that.
Yep.
And then what's left over here?
Yep.
Into that. Is that command squad?
That's a command squad, yeah.
Can you pile me in to them?
Yep, you have to be careful because you'll probably be out of
Oh yeah,
cover,
leave it
so
then.
We'll leave it there.
Just let me know what can.
So you got an immortal that can hit the combat squad.
I'll do that one. That's him.
That's him there. And you got one that can hit the. Actually, got 2 that can hit either the Commissar or the Primary Psyker.
The Psyker's down to 1 wound, isn't he? Because he got some damage.
He has got 3 wounds remaining.
I will have a go at the.
You can go against the
Yeah,
Psyker.
Psyker.
Okay.
And then over here, 1, 2. There's 5 guys.
5 guys. I'm going to bully the heavy weapons fire team.
There's two attacks each because they're
Yep.
assault weapons or whatever it is. No, rapid fire. No, they get 2 attacks. Sorry.
Yeah.
My apologies. The
That's
2.
fine. So this is into the command squad.
Yep, 2.
So one dice for the command squad.
They get 2 attacks each.
Oh, they get 2 attacks each. Okay. Yeah. So 2 hits. Yeah. Freeze to wound.
2 wounds.
You get those wounds.
I don't know if they're any minor.
5s. I save 1. Okay. Now I am going to do a 5 up heal. Yes. Okay. No damage. The command squad. They're okay. The medic has done his job. Next up is the Immortals against the Primary Psyker. 4 attacks. Only 1 hit. Primary Psyker will live. They have not been blessed.
No, they've not been blessed.
And freeze to wound. That's a wound. 5 up armor save. No, I'll take another wound. So I'm down to 2 wounds remaining. And then the rest of the Immortals are going to go into the fire team. That's 10 attacks.
Yes, 10.
10 attacks, we've got 2 attacks each, and there's 5 models.
Into the fire team.
No way. So freeze. I think the infantry squads are going to go, sadly. Freeze to wound. That there is 5 wounds. It's a sad day. They've gone. Another infantry squad has been.
Marshall Cummings is on this.
Marshall Cummings, another faithful Patreon and YouTube member. I
do believe
that's very sad. Okay. Thank you, Marshall, for your support, and thank you to everyone for their support.
Can I just say thank you, Marshall, for having my surname as your first name?
Yes, that's a great.
If I was you, I'd have a son called Marshall.
Marshall.
Why not?
Why not?
So yes, thank you, Marshall Cummings.
Thank you very much.
They've just consolidated towards the next enemy.
Now I'm going to pick a combat, which I'm going to have some revenge with the Primary Psycho. He's been hit a few times. So I'm going to check how many attacks he has. He has 3 attacks. Going to hit the Immortals. Hitting on 3s. Ooh. All have hit. Strength is +3. Strength 6. Ooh. 2 wounds. AP -1. And an Immortal is dead. That's the end of the attacks. You get to resurrect. If you get a 5+, I will cry.
Is that a promise? 5+ to make James cry. Oh, I cry.
Okay, Phil cries.
Instead.
Next up is the Commissar. The Commissar has 3 attacks, +1 for having a chainsword, 3s to hit, 5s to wound. Nothing. Don't have the banner nearby, and he's not a core unit, sadly. So that's the attacks done over there. Oh, I have the veterans to do. Have I done the veterans?
No, I haven't heard veterans.
Okay, I need to do the veterans to fight back. 2 hits, 5s to wound. 1 wound, that's against the Immortal. and that's saved over there. Okay, that's that done. And then over here, now you declared the charge against the vehicle, not the engine seer.
Yeah, I didn't pile into him.
So, okay, you get to do your attacks.
I've done them.
Oh, you've done them. Okay,
Yeah,
so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my attacks with the Lehman Russ. So, hitting on 6s. Nope. Now the regimental engine seer. I'm going to check how many attacks they have. I've already rolled 3 dice. They may have more attacks than Lehman Russ. 6 attacks now.
Ooh.
I hit once.
Ooh.
And I need to check the strength. 7. So 3's to wound. And that's a wound.
Any AP?
No AP minus. I could kill him.
You could. He's just got his normal
Just a normal armour save.
3+. Dead. He's dead, Jim.
I killed him. I killed him, Sarge. Who was that? Maxfield Knuckles. What a hero. The Necron Lord came up and squished it. You can't get up now.
No.
The commander's like, get back up then after I've done this.
Reversed over.
Crush. Heroics there. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to move 3 inches to contest that objective.
Yes.
To stop you from scoring the extra 5 points. That's great news. That's an encouragement sign on the right flank over there. And we still have reserves to turn up as well, which is great. Anything else? I think we're all done. Okay, so we're going to do morale. Morale is pretty awful over there because they're dead. It's not awful. They don't even know it's awful. They've just been...
I only lost 1 in Warsaw.
They fled, and 5, they're
Leadership
okay.
10.
Leadership 10. I've taken wounds here. There's no morale other than that. It's just characters taking wounds. So that is the end of this turn. We're going to calculate what's happening with the cards and objectives. Right, Phil, what's your victory points?
5 for
Battlefield supremacy. He does have 3 victory points.
That's right,
3
yeah.
objectives. 1, 2, 3. This one's contested now, which is great actually for the Astra Militarum. And actually, we've secured no prisoners because we killed your character, which makes it up to 20 kill points. I've gone past the 20 kill points, so we secure no prisoners. So that's 5 victory points on top there.
I think I've got the same here.
Oh, you got the same here? I'll beg your pardon, so it's 30. So it's not 20, it's 30.
Well, I must have done
So 30, let's just check who we've got here. So we've got 15, 20. We need a few more to secure that.
I think I've gone past 30 with 2 tanks, 2 battle
Yes,
tanks.
I think you've secured
Yeah,
that one.
so that one I've secured.
That one's secured. Well done. So that can be
And battlefield supremacy.
battlefield supremacy. Put the ones upside down
Yeah, so that's
to represent which ones are completed. So they are done.
and the main.
You're going to discard any. That's the mission scenario. Sweep and clear. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, just
Just that one.
yeah.
Are you going to do no retreat, no surrender? Keep that?
Yeah, I'll keep
I think
that.
you've done that, I think.
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah. No, in that, and your opponent's next turn. So it's in
Opponent's
your
next
next turn. If I don't fail a morale test or retreat,
Yeah.
so that's
Okay.
next turn.
So that's for next
Yeah,
turn.
so I've just got to mark off.
Just mark off the kill tally. So Phil's going to do that on his side. So the score at the moment is 15 points to 5 at the moment for the Necrons. We're going to go on to a new battle round. It is battle round 3, turn 3.
20 points.
It's 20 points.
Yeah, because I've got
Yeah.
a battlefield supremacy again.
Okay. Yeah, so it's 20 points to 5 to the Necrons.
Indeed.
A new battle round is coming up. Battle round 3, turn 3 for the forces of the Imperial Guard. Okay, we're back up to 1 command point for the Astra Militarum and calling upon cards. So, investigate site and overwhelming firepower. Right, I looked at the mission cards. This is tough mission. So I'm keeping no prisoners because we're nearing that objective, but unfortunately overwhelming firepower and investigate site I'm going to dump at the end of this turn. I'm not going to spend the CP to regenerate another card. We cannot afford it, sadly. So over for the Necrons now, they got a new protocol to be activated.
It'll be
The
protocol directive 1 we'll go for.
We're going to go for directive 1. So
6
each time
AP.
a model of this unit makes an attack, an unmodified wound roll of 6, improve the armor penetration characteristic by 1. So that over there could have a potential of AP minus 8.
No, it's only on melee. That's melee.
Oh, it's only a melee?
Melee, yes.
Oh, it's
melee.
only for melee
Melee.
weapons. Okay. So
it's gone from shooting to melee now.
Yep, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to issue orders in the command phase, coming right up. Orders have been issued. Over here, the commander cannot issue an order to himself, sadly. So the orders over here is take aim for the heavy weapons team on the top there. And we've got get back in the fight. So this unit here may have the option to shoot when they fall back, or they may embark into the Chimera. So that's the end of the command phase for the Astra Militarum. Straight onto the movement phase, coming right up. Right, it's the end of the movement phase for the Astra Militarum on turn 3 of the movement phase. So this is a lot of developments happening now. So I've embarked the Commissar, the Primary Psyker, and the Command Squad. I've put them back inside the Chimera, not where the ruin is. It's just behind the ruin, so it still counts as line of sight blocking over there. And over here, the Sentinels press forward and advanced, and Chris Comiskey will hopefully form a screen and protect the command asset over there. The field ordnance guns have stood still over there. These remain stationary to take aim. We've disembarked the first Cadian shock trooper squad into the ruins. They will be shot at, but they're going to unleash a volley of las guns over to there. And then we have another Cadian shock trooper squad over there as well, ready to unleash more firepower. The Chimeras have moved along around over here as well. And the Lean Rust tank, the command vehicle, has pressed forward as well. And actually, I've regained a wound. That's for the Tech Priest Engineer. The Regimental Engineer is doing his job well. The Ogrins with Ripper guns, they have come on from reserve and they're starting to flank now over on that side. Phil was contemplating of using stratagems, but he's going to save his command point at a critical point of the game. So there's no psychic phase. That's the end of the movement phase because the psyker is inside the vehicle. So we're going to go straight onto the shooting phase, coming right up. Turn 3. Ogrins, the Ripper guns, going to shoot into the Scarabs. Going to need 4s to hit. 18 shots, assault 3. Ripper guns are really good now. They're strength 5, AP minus 2, damage 2. So 3s will be really good. So taking away them. So that's 10 damage. So it's a base, and half destroyed. Reanimation protocol. And knowing Phil, he's pretty good at rolling them.
We'll see. So 2 dead bases.
2 dead bases. I don't believe it. He saved a base. Have you saved a base?
No.
Oh, no, you haven't. No. Okay, so I thought he saved a base there, but
no,
he hasn't. So that there is 2 moles, and he's taken 2 wounds as well. So he's going to get the red dice as well.
Oh, yeah,
over to there. No, that's right. That's correct for morale.
Wrong card.
That is correct for morale there. Ripper guns, brutal stuff. Las cannon's going to shoot into one of those. What are they called?
These are Locust Heavy Destroyers.
Locust Heavy Destroyers there.
Locust Heavy Destroyers.
And the las guns, I'm going to shoot over to there. I think the melter gun is in range. Measuring from the bunker, so the melter gun is in range. So I'm going to do the melter gun last, but I'm going to do the las guns first at rapid fire. And the las gun actually from the las cannon team is going to shoot over to there. -1 to hit. 6s are auto wounding. 6 is an auto wound. 5s to hit. So scored another 3 hits. And wow, another, so that's 3 wounds in total against the Tomb Blade. So you've got 3 up save. No AP, no. He's gone. The las guns have done it. Mission accomplished. Bam. That's the las guns done. The melter gun won't be able to shoot because no targets acquired. Las cannon into the Locust heavy destroyer. Needing a 4. A 2 is a miss. He's missed every time so far. But that's the infantry squad done. Well done. The heavy weapons team, led by Patrick Darling, specialist guardsman. He is going to shoot at the scarabs. So hitting on 3s because I take aim. That's 2 hits. Am I within 6 of the general? 6, so I get to reroll that 1, which generates 3 hits. Strength is 5, toughness 3, 3's to wound. All wounded. AP -1, +1 though for being in cover. Each does 2 damage. This is Patrick Darling here. And 2 wounds. So a base is gone. Well done. And another 2 wounds have been taken on another. Reanimation protocols. Over there. I've got a las gun to shoot actually. Beg your pardon. Hold on a second. Las gun at long range. And it's a hit because I take aim. And that's a wound. Another save 5+. No. So that's another wound on there. And now you get to do your reanimation protocol. So that's Patrick Darling there. He's done a good shot. Teamed up with his buddy and pumped them full of lead. And they have indeed. A scarab base has been removed. Okay, I'm going to do Armoured Fist stratagem, which allows me to re-roll wounds after coming out of a transport vehicle. Here we go. Needing 4s to hit. 6s are really good. We got the 6. That's an auto wound. And that's AP -4. He's just checking the armour. 3 up save.
You've got 3 up save, yeah.
Bypasses the armour, but he's in cover and he's a 6+. 6+ to save. Ah, I don't believe it.
It's saved.
I don't believe it. No!
Hit that building again.
Hit the building again. Ah, it's because they're in cover. Blast. That's annoying. And then the rest of the infantry squad are going to have to fire at the Necron warriors. The Cadian shock troopers needing 4s to hit. 6s will generate an auto wound. And they will get reroll 1s to hit because the Castellan. Okay. Now, I'll get to reroll these again. And it's not a reroll. These will generate extra hits on top because of the shock trooper special rule. So I'm just going to use these 2 dice. And I'll reroll 1s. It's like a reroll. But it's not. It's just I'm picking up 2 extra dice. And that generates a hit. Okay. So 2 auto wounds. And it'd be 4s to hit. I wish they would take aim. But they just got out of the vehicle. So that's pretty good actually. I'm just going to take those away, those 4. And 5s to wound. Rerolling failed wound rolls because of the stratagem. Which is not too bad. So you have got to make 8 saves of your armour value.
So 3+.
So
4+.
yeah, you're going to hope mainly 3+.
They're warriors.
Warriors are 4+ normally.
4+, yes. 4+,
And
yes.
yeah, you're going to do one at a time for those in the cover.
Who's in cover then?
So you've got those 2 that are in cover, and you've got those 4 that are in cover. So you may as well roll them together if you like, or do roll 6 dice, and they'll be 3 up. And then if you fail all those, okay, you failed 2, you may as well roll the other 2 dice. So 3 Necron warriors have gone.
And they were the ones.
And those are the ones that have to be in cover, yeah.
Not these.
Yeah. or those two?
Okay.
You're going to go for those ones, okay?
Well, no, I'll go for one of those and one of those. Is that right?
Those,
No,
yeah,
this one-
you
this
can
one
do
front
it any order you like.
That.
Yeah. And that concludes the shooting there. So you get your reanimation protocol.
3 of them.
You get to reroll 1 dice as well. Reroll 1s because of resurrection all.
Warriors.
Gets back up and reroll because of the trait. Okay, 1 goes down. Oh, this is going to be so tough to take down. And then next up will be the Chimera next. Heavy bolter into the Scarabs, multi-laser into the Warriors, and the lasgun array is going to shoot at the Warriors. So the heavy bolter first, 1 hit. That is not a wound. Lasgun array, that's 12 shots coming in here. Yep. Hitting on 4s. Wow! 3 auto wounds and a hit. Only 3 wounds there in total, so Phil's going to roll them down. A warrior goes. That was a double 4 and a 2. The next up is the multi-laser. Hitting on 3s. 2 auto wounds. That was a roll to wound. 1 of them was a miss. So 1 extra wound. So that's 3 wounds in total.
Oh.
That's AP -1 as well.
No.
So
I should re-roll that. I took that 2 away.
Oh, okay. I'm going to do that again. Oh, so 2 more warriors have gone down. So you can do your reanimation protocols for them.
3. So 3 died.
Yep, 3 died. Yep.
Yep.
Oh, re-roll those
Re-roll
ones
them.
because they're warriors. And 1 gets back up. Right. How many models do you have there? Is it more than 10?
Yeah.
Okay, maximum firepower over here with the field ordnance guns. Field ordnance guns going to do some fire support over to here, and then I'm going to fire the las gun over there at rapid fire. So we'll do the las gun quickly. So it's 2 hits, 5 to wound, 1 wound against your character.
Oh.
Yeah, he's not been protected. There's less than 3 models protecting him.
4 up involved?
4 up, well, you've got 3 up save.
3 up,
if you like.
4 up save.
4 up save.
Yeah, 4 up save.
Only 4 up.
How many hits?
Just 1 wound. And he takes a wound, would you believe, from a lasgun crewman. Welcome to the post-fall of Cadian Army. Okay.
3.
We need to cause as much destruction as possible to this Necron warrior unit. Otherwise they'll destroy us. So, hitting on 5s, because it's out of line of sight. Okay, we've got 4 auto wounds, and that is it. Just 4. 4 wounds. So you got you're in. How many models are in cover? You only got 2 that's touches. You have to do 2 at a time. So AP So the rest are AP -2. So that's it. 4 casualties, and that concludes the firepower. So reanimation protocols.
1, 2,
Yep.
3.
Okay.
I need to keep them within that, so I need to keep that. I'll just have to go with this guy.
Okay,
4.
that's that there. Now he gets to do his reanimation protocol. Reroll 1s, because the warriors. Oh,
2 return.
2 return, only 2 damage from those field ordnance guns. Dear me, that's tough. So the Chimera over here, he can shoot at them because of that model that's touching the ruin. So he will be able to shoot there. So firing the heavy bolter into the Scarabs, all the rest of the firepower is going to go into the warriors. So lasgun array. That is excellent shooting. So 1 auto wound for born soldiers. But no more wounds, sadly. So just one save. That's a bit of a letdown there. And that is a save technically because it's going to put the wound on the model. Yeah. Next up is the multi-laser. 1 or 2 wound, hitting on 3s. And that there is 2 wounds at AP -1.
Total of 2 wounds.
Total of 2 wounds. That will be 2 saves because of the cover.
Yeah.
Next up is the heavy bolter against the scallops. That is only 1 hit. 5 is a wound. AP -1 +1 for being in cover.
6 needed.
No, 2 damage.
That's 1 dead base and
That
3
concludes.
wounds remaining on. 3 wounds remaining on another one.
That concludes the firepower.
Reanimation protocols.
Right there. Reanimation protocols. Your ones. Oh, that's for the scarabs. Yeah. And next up we have got the. I think it's the. Oh, the general can shoot. Oh, the general. Yeah, he's gonna have to shoot into the warriors. He hits because ballistic skill 3+. And 4 is a wound. I'm going to check what he's got. I think he's got a plasma pistol. Plasma pistol. So bypass the armour. So reanimation protocol. As a kill. Shot him. Dead. Outright. Clever move there, what Phil did. He knows he's going to bypass the armour, keeping the cover for that unit over there. Next up is the command vehicle. In fact, before I forget, it's got a las pistol, the regimental address here, and bear in mind, in the command phase, I dedicated the invuln save to be on the commander. Regimental overseer, I think that's a hit. He's just equipped with a las pistol. That's a failure to wound there. So we're going to do the tank next. Okay, I have saved my primary weaponry and the hunter-killer missile. The hunter-killer missile is going to unleash the rocket and it's going to shoot all the heavy guns into the Scorpic destroyers. Locust heavy destroyers, isn't it? And the heavy bolt is going to shoot into the scarabs. Relic battle cannon, the gatekeeper is going to shoot into them as well, and the las cannon as well. But I'm going to fire the hunter-killer missile. So I'm going to call upon a patron here. I'm going to call upon Henrik Pearson. This is the last Patreon. Henrik Pearson. We've got to destroy these models. All the Patreons have been burnt up. Henrik Pearson. Here we go. It's a killer missile. Hitting on 4s. It's a dud. It's a dud. Las cannon. Auto wound.
Whoa.
Yes! Auto wound. AP -3. He's going to get a 6 again. I know it. No. D6. 5 damage. Take it away. Destroyed. Next up is the gatekeeper. 3. It's 6 plus D3 shots. It's the 9 shots. Woo! Here we are, the supercharged dice, Astra Militarum. Hitting on 3s. That's 11 there. 11 wounds. Hitting on 3s. 2 auto wounds. And another 6 hits. Strength is 8. Toughness
5.
3's to wound. All have been wounded. That, Phil, is 8 wounds at AP -3.
Oh. 8 wounds.
Statistically, you should die. And that's 3 damage a time. they have been destroyed. What a shot. That was Maxfield Knuckles has done the job there. And he will get to fire his heavy bolters for the Emperor. See the firepower there? Brutal.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Auto wound and 3 extra hits. And that there is 3 wounds in total, AP -1, but you do get cover. So 6s to save. So that's a base. And 1 wound remains on another.
For 3 wounds, right? 1 wound. 4.
It's damage, 2 damage a time.
They had 3 wounds.
Oh, it had 3 wounds.
6 damage.
Yeah, 6 damage in total.
Right, yeah, 1 left on.
Yeah, 1 left, yeah, because you had 3 wounds on there. And that is it. I think that's it.
We've got reanimation.
Got reanimation protocols for the scarabs that have just died, and they have gone. Okay, so the scarabs have been neutralised here. So we haven't shot with this infantry squad yet, have we? We haven't. So
No,
what we're going to do is we're going to shoot those shock troopers into the warriors. Shots of the las guns. So we've got 6s. So I've got 2 6s here. I reroll 1s because of the Castellan. Generates another 6. And those misses, those 3 misses, will in fact generate me more rolls to hit. So shock troopers. And they have missed, unfortunately. So take them away. And those 3 have missed. That's it. Strength is 3, toughness 4, 5s to wound. Oh, it's only 1 wound. 1 save of no AP and a saved. Now we've got 2 melter guns. We've got no really other targets. So they're going to have to shoot the warriors. And they've missed. The melter guns have done nothing. And the priest, he's got a pistol and he's missed. The sentinel, Chris Comiskey's sentinel, is going to shoot. Actually going to shoot into the character. Why not? So hitting on 4s. That's 2 hits. 1 is an auto wound. And the other is a wound. That's AP -1. That's 2 damage a time.
AP -1.
Uh-oh.
4 up, say. Oh.
Oh no. The character has been removed.
Well,
no.
I better CP reroll it.
CP reroll. And that's the 4.
Yeah.
AP -1. Has he got a 4+ save?
Yeah, he does, yeah.
He does have a 4+ save, but it's -1.
4 up invulnerable save.
Oh, 4 up invulnerable save,
Yeah.
okay. So he's taken 2 damage, so he's down to 1
That's
wound
1 wound.
remaining there. And then next up we've got the Chimera that is inside here. So multi-laser, hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. 1 wound, AP -1, so 6. That's the save. Next up is the las gun array. Actually, the heavy flamer, may as well do. So that's 5 auto hits. That's 3 wounds. Strength 5, toughness 5. Auto wound. So 1 has gone through. So 1 immortal has been cooked. And then we're going to do the las gun array into the immortals. 6, that's an auto wound. And that's 1 wound there. So we've got another save to make as well. So he's made that one because of the auto wound. And he's going to do that again. Oh, he's taken a wound. So immortal gone. You get to do your reanimation protocol. You'll get to reroll the 2 as well.
No.
Because of
Oh
the
yeah,
trait.
for my 1 reroll, yeah.
Boxcars! What a waste of time! Necrons surely know how to waste time here when it comes to shooting. Ah, dear me. So charge phase. So we're going to do the Cadian shock troopers. They're going to deliver a shock, and they're going to. Do we charge or not? Yeah, I think we should charge. The problem is, yes, because we have the priest, and priest gives them benefits. I'm going to double check the rules here for the priest. I think we're going to have to charge. Right, Phil's allowed me to do this. It should have been done on the command phase, but I was going to do it onto the shock troopers. So on a 3+, the blessing takes effect. It does not, so that's fair enough. So no blessing from the priest. The emperor is not with him today. Charge distance. That's an 11-inch charge for that squad that's next to the priest, and the other shock trooper squad as well. They go a 9-inch charge as well. Close combat. Fixed bayonets. Charge! We'll go into the thick of it as well. And he rolls a 3. What is wrong with this priest? Is he some kind of heretic? He's not doing what I command him to do. The Chimera is going to charge into the Scarabs, would you believe? So needing a 8-inch charge. They are in close combat there. So that's the end of the charge phase. We're going to go straight on to close combat. Coming right up. Just getting back into focus. And yes, the Necron Lord has heroically intervened over there. That's not good. The fight is on. Sentinel's going to charge into the whatever that is. Chronomancer and the Immortals. Yep, so he'll go in to halt them. That's the end of the charge phase. Going to go straight on to close combat. Coming right up. The heroics of Chris Comiskey. So I'm going to do the attacks for him straight away. So he's got a base of 2 attacks. The on 4s. He's missed as well. So they'll get to do their attacks in just a second. Then
Chimera onto
the Scarabs. Now we've got 3 attacks. Hitting on 6s. And it's missed as well with all 3. So the Necrons will get to fight back now. I'm going to combine both units to do their attacks. So we've got 24 attacks in total. Full unit here. So hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s, because both units are within 6 of the Castellum. We get a couple of 1s. Every 1 counts. Ah, they've missed. What a shame. Our strength is 3, toughness 4, so 5 to wound. And that's not too bad actually. So we have got 6 saves of 0 AP on the warriors. Okay, so 3 warriors have gone. And now the reanimation protocol. Oh, sorry, you lost 1 because that was a 4-up save. Yeah, in close combat. So here we go. That's both squads that are done now. You actually get to do that.
Yeah, would have been
twice.
Yeah, but okay, we're speeding the game up.
Okay, and re-roll the 1.
And re-roll that for the.
Yeah, I don't believe this. I give up.
You knew it.
I give up.
You knew what happened.
No damage whatsoever. Just this reanimation protocol. They are so tough. You have to destroy the unit because they just keep coming back. So frustrating.
They've been dead for 60 million years, so they're not. You can't just.
Yes, according to the narrative. Yes.
60 million years.
According to the narrative. So, okay. So. There's nothing I can do.
You've got. Didn't you get another? No.
No, that's it. No, that's all the attacks we can do. So. The Chimera that charged. Yes, I'm going to check how many attacks the Chimera has. It could have quite a lot here. Right, here we go. Oh, is it +1 to wound against vehicles?
No, but they have hit rolls of 6 auto wounds. They've got they're born soldiers.
They're born scarabs. So 6 will be auto wounding against vehicles, and he does get the auto wound.
They hit on
an AP minus. 4s. AP minus at all?
I do. No, AP minus 0. And these are 6s to wound.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So just the one.
And it's a save. Okay, nothing happens there. And the warriors will get to do their fighting. So 5 of the Necron warriors are going to go on the right shock trooper squad. The rest of the attacks are going to go onto the left squad. And that's including the Necron Lord. So they're blessed as well.
Yeah.
The ones on the right of Phil,
Yeah.
they're hitting on 2. Okay. Strength is 4.
4.
Freeze to wound. Okay,
One
one
wound.
wound. Flak armor save of 5+. No. Okay, we lost a shock trooper. So we'll do that in a second. So 1 casualty on
that squad.
on that over there. We'll
This
sort
is
that out
on
in a
this is
second.
on this squad.
This is on this squad now.
6 attacks.
6
with
attacks.
the remaining guys.
The remaining guys hitting on 2s because they're
2s.
blessed. Strength 4, 3s.
Oh.
Okay, flak armor. Another 2. Okay, so let's just put this one here to remind me. And now the Necron Lord. That's where things could get a bit nasty.
Well, not that nasty. He's got the Tachyon Arrow and Hyperphase Glaive. So you get 4 attacks.
4 attacks base.
Hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s. He's missed 3 times. Wow.
Do you know what? Every time I use him,
You just winked at me, didn't you?
Every time I use him, he's useless. he does this. He's hopeless every time. I've only ever once he's done a good job.
A 111. But what do you roll to
I really
win?
need to review whether I bring him. I'm
serious,
thinking about it.
He's thinking about it.
I took off the Silent King, but the Silent King might make a comeback. He might make a comeback. This should go straight through because it's AP minus 3.
AP minus 3. Yeah, I'll go through flak armor.
D3 damage.
Like that. Yeah. Another one's gone. So only 3 casualties there. That's quite critical over here. Attacks the Immortals into the Sentinel, hitting on 3s. Toughness 7.
Strength
5. 1 wound. Armoured cockpit, damage 1.
Yeah, 6s are extra AP, so it's AP minus 2, I think.
Okay.
Minus 1.
Yeah, AP minus 1. Now, armoured cockpit only counts for ranged attacks. This is close combat. So 4+. And it's saved. Armour hold. Yeah, I completely forgot about this. It's going to be nasty.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. Oh boy. Strength.
Strength is only 4.
Strength 4. Toughness 7. Please get low dice. Please get low dice. Oh.
2.
2.
It's AP minus 3.
Yes. So
3 damage a time.
So, oh. Okay. Right. I need a 6 at least. Give me 6s. No, that's a 3 and that's a 1 way over there. Does it detonate? This could be really good.
It'll kill him if it does because he's only got 1 wound.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, that's Chris Comiskey. I had to charge because to try and halt them back, but unfortunately, it's just to protect the crew. That was all.
Can you consolidate me towards the tank?
You can indeed, but if you do, I'll get to attack you.
Not all the way in, just a little bit nearer.
Just a little bit nearer. So you're not in close contact.
Yeah, not within close, but just
Okay,
a bit move,
so just
move
to
over
there.
a bit. That's
Okay.
it, yeah. Just tidy things up a bit.
And there you go.
That's it, thank you.
Okay, so that's that done there. And
That's it.
that's it. So we're going to do morale tests next. So morale, we lost 1. That guard squad of their shock troopers. They will pass. Yeah, they're all 3. They're fine. I need a 1, 2, 3, or 4. 5. Oh dear. That's going to be a bust morale. So I lost a model, and I'm going to have to roll 6 more dice here, and
So-
1s. They run away. There's no Commissar nearby. Oh, that's so annoying. I lost another 3. They fled the
I
scene.
thought these were shock troops.
I know there were shock troops. I need to check their leadership, but the 5 would have been passed. But I'm going to check their leadership. If it's a leadership 7, we're in trouble. We checked their leadership, and they are indeed leadership 7. I'll see if the Castellan has any influence, but I highly doubt it. 4 men have fled the scene. Ah, do you know what's really annoying? I have to take the melters off. Don't believe it. So I'm going to have to take... Oh, hello. Who's this character?
That's me!
That's you.
No wonder I didn't.
I've got to think strategically here. I'm going to have to take Phil Marshall off.
That's why I didn't kill
And I... No, I'm going to keep that Patron there. It doesn't matter. 1, 2... And okay, they're in coherency. I'm not going to take any more off. Phil Marshall, you're still on. He's right here. You are still on, but I had to take. No, Phil Marshall has gone.
I've gone.
But I think it's someone who's here. This is Matthew Tucker. That's still there with his melter gun, along with George Whittle, and we have Cadian Sergeant Steele. And we have Donald Hammer next to him as well. The 2 sergeants are there. But they have fled the scene. They're gone. They didn't die, they fled. So discipline has been lapsed a little bit here. Necrons 5. And your damage. And they have lost morale.
Yeah, they
as well.
6, yeah, did they? 6, yeah, I think so.
Yes, so you lose a model, and did you lose more than half casualties?
No, because they had...
Okay, so 1's models flee.
if they're in combat, they just flee, don't they?
Yeah, they just flee. Yeah, they just run away.
It's down now to less than half.
Less than half, so rolls of 1, so you got a few models there. So you got, how many models have you got there? 9 rolls, and no models flee. They're fine.
They don't know.
Were they a unit of 20?
They were a unit of 20.
So 1s and 2s, because more than half.
Well, it was. It's not. I lost 1 for 1, but I took 2 off.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
there were 10.
Yeah, there were 10.
I took 2 off. Sorry.
That's fine.
Because they were down to.
It's more than half, isn't it, for casualties? Yes.
I took 2 off. I should have only took 1 off when I rolled it. So there's 10 there.
There's
so
10.
Rolled 10.
Yeah, all sorted, all cleared. So that is it. So that's the end of the turn. We're going to calculate victory points next. So good news for the Astra Militarum. We have secured no prisoners. We've done that finally. We've got more than 30 kills. And we've got overwhelming firepower because we managed to destroy 3 whole units. So that's another 5 victory points for the Astra Militarum. I'm going to dump investigate site over to there. These have been achieved, so they will go on that path. So we get a fresh deck in the next command phase here for the Astra Militarum. So victory points are so far, the Astra Militarum have 25 victory points, whereas the Necrons, they have a total of, I think, 40 victory points so far. Yes, 40 victory points for the Necrons, and they have objectives holding as well. So that there is the end of the turn. We're going to go straight on to a new turn for the Necrons. We go on to Necrons, turn 3. Command phase for the Necrons on turn 3. We get a CP back. The Necrons get a CP back. And Phil's going to pick up some cards. So he's got hold the line and extend battle lines. Right, he's decided what he's going to do. He's going to keep all 3 objectives here for the Necrons as they press forward onto their command phase on turn 3. The command phase is happening, so what are you going to do, Phil?
This Commandancer has made the Immortals 5 up invulnerable plus reroll charges.
Yeah.
Mine will be done on the Necron Warriors.
Yep.
And the Technomancer is going to do rites of reanimation on the Necron Warriors.
Yes.
They get D3. So 3. Come back.
3 Necron Warriors come back. Beginning of the turn, Phil has gained 10 victory points for the Necrons as they have secured 2 objective markers, and a single objective marker as well, to bring it to 10 victory points. The Necrons are winning for 45 points to 20 as we continue on in the command phase. So the command phase is continuing on. So Phil, any other news to report? He's just
there's
checking.
nothing else.
There's nothing else.
We've got 3 HQs, they've done their things.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it. Okay, so we're going to go straight on to the movement phase for the Necrons on turn 3. Right, that's the end of the movement phase for the Necrons on turn 3. It looks like a few units have pressed forward as well and have regenerated like what the Necrons always do. So Phil, tell us the technicalities of what you have done.
Yes, at the end of the command phase, living metal on the scarabs on this Doomstalker.
Yes.
And the Chronomancer.
Yep.
And then in the movement phase, this Doomstalker did its normal move, 10 inches, into the ruin to be near the objective. These Necrons just moved about, shuffled themselves round slightly inside the ruin.
Yeah.
They're going to perform the action to raise that objective.
Yeah. To get you more points.
The Immortals went through, the remaining Immortals went through and have gathered to attack that tank with the Chronomancer.
Yeah.
This one stayed still. Deathmark stayed still. They stayed in combat, all of those.
Yeah.
Overlord and the Warriors.
Yeah.
The Technomancer did a 10-inch fly move from here.
Yeah.
Landed there, is going to have a go at the Castellan.
Yep, Castellan, yep. He is of the rank of Brigadier General, because it is Andreas Struhr who is in command. Oh. Debut battle report for him.
Lovely. And then my Hexmark Destroyer came out of hyperspace.
Oh, here he is.
9 inches away to distract the Ogrins.
Oh yes, it's over here, isn't it?
Oh sorry, that was a plan.
That was the plan.
But they're too scary.
They're too scary?
Yeah,
oh. They cause fear.
Yeah, they look a bit too much for him. So
yeah.
He's gone over the back there.
Yeah, to do some...
to be annoying.
To do some assassinating.
Yeah, a bit of pot shotting here and there.
So that's the end of the movement phase for the Necrons. There's no psychic phase for the Necrons. We're going to go straight on to the shooting phase. Turn 3. The Necron Immortal is going to shoot into the rear of the Chimera. Hitting on +1 to hit as well.
No.
Oh no, it's got a 5+
They've
invuln.
got 5+ invuln.
5+ invuln.
So 3.
Hitting on 3s. 5. Toughness 7, so needing 5s to wound. So you've got 3 wounds.
They are AP -3 because of Mithrid half range.
Your damage
1.
So it becomes AP -2 because of armoured tracks. And that is a save. So 2 damage comes through and down to 4 wounds remaining on the Chimera. It is bracketed. Tropic Lance into the rear of the Chimera. Nasty. The rear arm of a vehicle in 40k is exactly the same toughness as at the front, which is really odd, knowing 8th and 9th edition rules. So, make your shot.
1 shot with the Tropic Lance hits on 3s.
3 is a hit. Strength of the weapon.
It is only strength 4.
So,
sorry, it's strength 8. It's
strength 8.
I was looking at the melee. It's strength 8.
So, strength 8, toughness 7, 3s to wound. Oh.
I'm going to CP
He's going to use his last command point.
Yeah.
And that's a wound. AP minus
3 +1.
+1 comes AP minus
so
4.
3.
And the damage is
D3 +3.
I can't do anything about that. And D3 +3. Oh! It's gone. Right.
Oh, does it blow?
Does it blow up?
You want it to?
No, it does not. Crew, disembark from the vehicle. And 1 has been slain. One of the models has been slain. Oh dear me. Right. Another Patreon has been removed. Tyler Grizzle. Thank you, comrade, for your support. But the Chimera is no more. And I have a command squad here just to disembark. And that is it. There is no transport for the Chimera. So, selecting targets, it looks like the Doomstalker.
Doomstalker is going to show it the low-powered Doomsday Blaster into the heavy ordnance.
Yep, the field ordnance guns.
Yep.
And the other thing
And
as
the
well is going to fire low power.
It's firing at low power because
Yep.
it moved, and twin ghost flares to shoot into the
Command squad.
that jumped out of the tank.
Okay, so that's the shooting there. So here we go.
Number of shots out of the big gun.
So the big gun.
Just the one.
Just the one.
And I'll do the roll. So it's hitting on fours. No.
It's missed.
And then these are this is the Gauss guns into the
Gauss
squad.
guns into the command squad.
Fours. Nothing.
Missed. Absolutely missed.
Okay.
Nothing there. Next up is... Are you going to do the Necron Warriors?
No, they're doing action on the...
Oh, they're doing an action.
Raising the thing, so they can't shoot.
So they can't shoot.
If they're doing
okay.
action, they can't do it.
Yeah,
They can't do it.
They can't do it unless you've got a stratagem.
No.
that
Oh yeah, there is no.
negates that. But he's got no command points left.
They're doing the action.
So that's all done. So they are safe for the
They're
time
safe for the
being.
time being.
Okay.
This guy
Yep.
is going to shoot the... I think you can see the Chimera.
You can. Yes. The Chimera has been targeted.
Scrap
the last bit.
Yeah, scratch the last bit.
Scrap the last bit. It's not... you can't shoot because it is in close
can
combat.
I see the tank behind it?
You can see the tank. Target is going to fire at the Doomstalker over there. Is going to target the command Lehman Russ. He's just turning the target to make a little bit of narrative sense. D6 shots. Two shots. So he's hitting on fours. I'm presuming that you're going to go on high yield.
I will do, yeah. Didn't move. Hit on fours.
Hitting on fours. He's hit
Two
twice
hits.
with boxcars. Strength of the weapon.
Many.
Is strength 10.
Strength 10.
Toughness 8. 3s to wound. Both wounded. So AP minus 5.
Yes.
It bypasses the armour, even though it's got a 2+ armour save. So you do your damage, but we do have the Knight of Piety. So
It's
5 more
D6.
damage.
2d6.
2d6 damage. And that is 3 and 5, which makes 8. So 5 to ignore damage. This is... Who is this in command? It is, of course, Maxfield Knuckles.
Yes.
The commander of the 501st Regimental Commander. This is his vehicle. He has been blessed with the relic, the Gatekeeper. So we ignore 2 of them. So your damage 6 comes through, so 7 wounds remain. And that's good because that means we are still on full ballistic skill.
Cancel that.
Hold on a second. It goes to 5 wounds remaining because the Leon Russ, the Knight of Piety, it's only for mortal wounds, not damage, ignoring damage. Yep. So Phil has going to fire the
Staff of Light
into the Castellan, and it is bracketed the command vehicle. Sadly, the Knight of Piety has not worked. So
Assault 3.
Assault 3.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. So 2 hits. Strength of the weapon.
Is 5.
Toughness 3. 2 wounds.
It's AP minus 2 plus an extra 1 because Smith for at half range.
I do have a refractor field.
Oh, we're AP minus 3 at the moment.
On 5 plus. It's for the Castellan. Andres Struer. Come on, Andres. For the Emperor. I've saved 1, crucially.
So 1 wound.
1 wound has been taken. Wounds remain on the Castellan. Any other targets, Phil?
Well, I think I'd like to shoot all my death marks at your...
Liam Russ?
No.
No?
The guy that's going to fix
Oh,
it next turn. Otherwise he's going to go...
Yeah, it's going to
put it up,
put it back up again.
He's not.
Okay. The death marks have sighted the regimental engine seer. No quarter is given for
I'm not fixing that
the
tank.
Imperial Guard. He's like, you're not fixing that vehicle. That is our job, not yours.
Hitting on 2s.
In on 2s. All but 1. Strength is going to be 3s to wound. Strength 5.
Strength 5, yeah.
Yeah, and 6s are really bad because it's mortal
wounds. Yeah, on wound roll.
Single wound, and he's got it.
One mortal
That's
wound.
the mortal wound. There's nothing I can do about that. And who is in command here? It is Daniel Baker. Ah, he's been assassinated. It is a cruel, cruel universe in the 41st Mark. Next Mark Destroyer is going to try and assassinate the priest.
2s.
Rolling to hit. Yep, 2s to hit. 6 shots. 2 have missed their mark.
Reroll ones.
Reroll
hardwired
ones.
for destruction.
Oh, crawl.
These are strength 6.
2s to wound, toughness 3. All but 1, so 5 wounds. I'm going to double check what Invan he has. Yes, so 5 wounds. I do have a 4+ invulnerable save because of the Rosarius. He is a priest. So here we go. Oh no!
He didn't want to.
No!
He didn't want to use it.
Crawl! What? That's horrible. Take another. He's dead. That's a true kill there, Phil. That is an assassination. Ouch. To shoot again with multi-threat.
Multi-threat eliminator. Each time an enemy model is destroyed by a ranged
Yep.
attack made by this model,
Yep.
it can shoot one of its pistols again.
Yep.
I will shoot at the heavy bolters.
The heavy bolter. Okay, so 1 shot. And he
Hits.
hits the mark. Strength is 6. 2s to wound. Does wound. AP minus 1.
There's range. It's half range, so it's going to be AP minus 2 because of Mefrit. It's AP minus 1.
So what's your range of the weapon?
18.
18. So
I'm 9 inches away from it.
So he's within half. So it's range 21, isn't
Range
it?
21 with Mefrit Dynasty.
Yes.
So it's, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that. The
There's AP minus 2.
AP minus 2. So I
One
get
damage.
plus 1. So 6 plus save. A wound has been taken on Patrick Darling's team. One of his teammates has been slain. Charges to declare. Is there any charges?
Is there any charges? There's going to be charges there.
Right. Do we Overwatch?
I'm going with the Immortals first.
Okay. I am not going to spend a CP.
Right.
So you make your charge.
And also the Chronomancer.
Yeah. So which targets are you selecting? All of them?
5 models there.
5 models.
I would like to do a long charge and charge the Chronomancer into that heavy weapons team, but I think it's going to fail.
Oh, the field ordnance guns.
Yeah, field ordnance guns.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be. You could do. It's going to be a tough charge.
No, I'll just put. I'm
going to go onto the command squad.
I'm not
Okay.
mucking around.
So the Immortals first with 2d6.
And this is re-roll. Okay, are you recording?
Yeah, of course
it's,
I am. Yeah.
re-rollable because of the ability.
So 4 inches.
4 inches.
They'll make that charge.
Yeah.
Remove them 4 inches, and then the Chronomancer.
Chronomancer.
That's going to go 7 inches
Yeah.
into the command squad, and the Commissar Primary Sucker. Chronomancer is going to charge into the Castellan. The Brigadier General is in trouble, and he rolls a 10. He does make it into close combat. The fight is on. End of the charge phase. We're going to go straight on to close combat phase. Coming right up. Man, so we just looked at the stats. Only got 1 attack. Okay.
On a 3.
On a 3+.
And he doesn't.
And he doesn't even hit. I'm not going to spend. I only got 1 CP, so I can't interrupt. So Phil continues with his charge and moves.
Right.
Next.
Yeah. So the.
Oh,
Immortals.
I'm going to do some heroic intervening here. The Commissar's going to go over to there, and he is going to go to there. But you will wrap up anyway, so you will get to do your fighting. So we'll just do that there. That's the piling move. So
I think I'll do the Chronomancer first.
he's going to do the Chronomancer first.
He's at the back there.
Yeah.
Move him in.
Yep.
That's it.
There you go. Who are you going to target? Do
Um.
you want to go over to here?
Yeah, I'll target that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Target your guy with the plasma.
Oh, the Commissar.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take on the Commissar.
Are they? Is he your warlord?
He's not my warlord.
no.
The warlord is actually the Castellan. He's the general. He's a higher ranking officer. I do my warlords by the highest ranking officer on the field because I'm a narrative player.
Okay. Yes. Right.
Okay.
So we've got Chrono Tendrils
Yeah.
and the Entropic Lance melee.
Yeah.
1 attack with the Entropic Lance and 3 with the Chrono Tendrils.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s.
With the Tendrils.
This is against the Commissar.
Yeah.
So 3 hits.
They're just user.
Strength user.
Strength user, 1 damage, yeah.
Four.
4.
So strength 4, so freeze to wound. So 3's to wound. He's got all of them. AP minus?
No, nothing. Just
So
a basic attack.
The Commissar has a save of 5+. He also has a 5+ refractor field. Save. Yes! Well done. So he's down to 3 wounds remaining for the Commissar. In fact, I lost a model earlier on. I have to take off the melter gun. That was from the explosion. I forgot to do that. I do apologise.
And then hits him over the head with his lance.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s.
1 actually.
So hits. There. This again is strength 4.
Yep, freeze to wound.
Ooh.
That is a 5. Yep.
Now this one is AP minus 3. 3 damage.
5 up in 1. This is against the Commissar.
Yeah.
Riposte. No! And he's dead, isn't he?
3 damage.
Ah, the Commissar has been killed.
Right on the nut.
Its cruel command and control is over. It's becoming a bloodbath.
What's
here.
left in there?
I've got a regimental commander,
Yeah.
which is a Cadian commander,
Yeah.
and a medic. Oh, 5
Medic,
to ignore
yes,
damage.
yes,
Oh,
medic.
5 to ignore damage.
3 damage. So is it 3 5?
So 3 5-ups to save, well, to restore any wounds. I've got to do the previous one first.
Yeah.
Oh, he lives with 1 wound remaining at least.
Remaining.
So I'll take him back.
Yeah, and then with 3.
Yes, I have a medic, don't I? Of course.
Wow.
Yes! He's alive! only lost 1 wound. So he gets 3 wounds back, thanks to the medic. I bet there was people watching this saying, James, you forgot the medic. It's like, medic! Medic! Patch me up!
Right, okay, so I should have gone with the Immortals into the medic first.
Okay. Phil's splitting his attacks here. So how are you going to do it, Phil?
Now that I've realised there's a medic there, I should have done this first, because kill the medic, then they can all die.
Yep.
So I didn't do that. Something to learn for next time. So 3 attacks into the guy with the banner thing, or
That's the Primaris Psyker.
yes, into the Psyker.
Yep.
3 attacks into the Psyker, hitting
So that's
on
6 attacks in total.
yeah, hitting on 3s.
Yeah. 5 hits. Strength is
4.
4. Toughness 3. So freeze to wound. Okay, 3 wounds. AP minus.
No, that's just normal.
Nothing.
Nothing.
So
yeah.
5s. Okay, I take 2 wounds. 5s to ignore damage because of the medic. Okay, so I lost 1 wound, so he's down to 3 wounds remaining for the Primaris Psyker.
These are into the medic.
These are into the medic. Okay, they've all hit. Strength
4.
Yeah, so freeze to wound. All but 2. AP minus nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, you get AP minus 1 because of your directive. So that is interesting.
6s. Roll wounds of 6.
Oh, yeah. So you got
Wound rolls of 6.
so you got 2 wounds there. So from now on, we'll do it as though Okay. Oh, he's saved. He's saved. The medic is saved.
And
Still alive.
These 4 into the one we just attacked before.
Oh, okay.
Chainsword.
The chainsword. The Commissar. So 3 hits. Strength 4.
Strength 4.
Freeze to wound.
Freeze to wound.
666.
AP minus
Phil, your
1.
dice are so hot.
They're all AP minus 1.
No AP minus 1. I've got 5 up.
The rule just read.
I've got 5 up refractor field.
Alright.
Okay, I saved 2.
1.
Saved 1, big pun. And medic.
Medic.
Patching me up, boy. No.
that's
So,
not.
okay, so it's down to 1 wound remaining there for the Commissar.
So I'm going to do the first Cadian Shock Trooper squad, which is the most amount of models. So the one on your left. So they got 11 attacks in total, including the sergeant with his chainsword, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s because of the Castellan. Oh, I wish that was auto wounding. Whoa, how many 6s? What's happening with these 6s? That's crazy. They are hits. I picked those 2 dice by mistake. I'm just going to double check the footage. All but 1 have hit. Wow, with the bayonet. So 5s to wound though. I can't believe we've got 5 wounds. No AP though, so you got your 4-up armour save against your warriors. Okay, saved 2, but 3 have been taken down. That concludes the attack, so you get back up on a roll of a 5+, rerolling 1s because they are warriors. That's because, yeah, it's concluded in close combat, isn't it, for that particular unit.
Something's nagging at me.
Oh.
No, I don't know what it is.
You don't know what it is?
I'll think of it afterwards.
We'll think of it afterwards.
Yeah.
He's thinking. Little glitch. Oh, reroll those ones.
And that one, because of the...
Oh, yeah, because the reroll. Never reroll them all. 1 comes back. Okay, we killed 2. That's good. The Scarabs next into the Chimera. 2 Scarab bases, 4 attacks each.
4 attacks each?
Hitting on 4s, 6s are auto wounding because of Scarabs. 3 auto wounds.
It must be 6 to
6
wound.
to wound though.
Just
Okay,
the 3
just
auto
the
wound.
Lost a wound.
Well done, lads.
So it's down to 7 wounds remaining on the Chimera. Bill's made a tactical error. I do have another squad, but that's half damaged.
Yeah.
Actually, well over half damaged. So I'm hitting on 4s. Reroll 1s because of the Castellan. He is within 6. Only 1 hit. And no wounds. That concludes that fight there. And you may as well do the Necron Warriors next. Warriors, they have been blessed.
There's 2 squads there then.
Yeah.
So we'll go 1, 2, 3. Well, these have to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 6 into that squad.
6 into the other squad to finish them off. It's hitting on 2s because they have been blessed. It's 2s to hit. Okay, no real 1s. Strength is 4.
4, yeah. 3s?
So
You're 4 as well.
Yeah, I'm 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
No AP. No 6s re-rolled. I saved only 1. And there's only the sergeant remaining. Oh no, I have to take off a few Patreons. George Whitehall and Matthew Tucker. They have been killed. Welcome to the Cadian Army Group. Any other attacks?
5 into the other group.
Yep, 5 into the other group. Hitting on 2s. And it's a drop
wounded on
dice.
4.
3s to wound. Yeah. Only guardsman.
1.
1 wound. And that's a 2. So a guardsman. Another guardsman has been killed. That's an anonymous guardsman. So morale has got to be taken for those squads, and the other squad is in big trouble. Because the Necron Lord is right in front of him, ready to stab him with his hyperphase glaive.
Hitting on 2s.
Hit on 2s. All hit.
No, it's hit this time.
Strength of the weapon.
+2, 7.
2s to wound. AP minus.
3.
Yeah, that'll do. Oh, scroll.
D3 each.
D3 each. And that was Shea Straight, Cadians, Sergeant Steele. All these faithful comrades dying so easily. It's not looking great here. And that's another kill for the Necrons. Commissar that's been wounded. He's going to attack the Chronomancer. Hitting on 3s. Glory! All have been hit. 5s to wound. 2 wounds. And you've got 2 wounds left. This is AP minus dash. So you've got to make your 4 saves.
By the way, 4-up save.
Come on. Ah!
Takes a wound.
Takes a wound. Okay, I'm going to do the medic. Medic has got 2 attacks because he's a bodyguard. Hitting on 4s. Okay, 1 hit. Fix bayonets. 2. Fail to wound. It's a conscientious objector, this medic, but there's no such thing in 40k. If you're a conscientious objector in the 18th Cadian Army Group, you'll get summarily executed by the commissar. Right. Sir, I'm one of those guys that doesn't like to fight. Well, you got my plasma pistol to deal with, sir, if you don't get the job done. I mean, it's not technically murder because the thing is they don't have any soul.
No.
Or do they have soul?
No, they're too old to have souls. They're all gone.
I'm a conscientious objector. Well, there's no such thing in our army group. Welcome. Next up, we've got the regimental commander, and he will kill the Chronomancer.
Yes. I'll pass this. So -1 to hit.
So it's -1 to hit, but he's got 3 attacks. This is the regimental commander. So he's a colonel. So hitting on 4s. Yes, we've got 2 hits. Strength 6.
Toughness 4.
Oh! Come on, reroll.
Snake eyes.
Come on, reroll. Come on. Oh no, he's failed. Right.
Psycho. Where is Psycho?
Oh, he's locked it with the neck. There's nothing I can do.
Hit the
3 attacks. Oh, failed to kill the Chronomancer.
Ooh.
2 hits.
Yes.
4 staves becomes strength 7.
Toughness 5.
And that's 1 wound. Is it plus? How many plus? Is it plus? Oh, plus 3 strength, so it becomes strength 6. So 1 wound, AP -1, D3 damage. Okay, I killed 1. Does he get back up? You probably will, because he is an immortal. No, he doesn't get back up.
Immortal.
So one of them goes.
No longer immortal.
No longer immortal until they get back up again. And over here, we've got to do the Castellan next against the Technomancer.
Yes.
Here we go. This is Andreas Strayer, brand new, newly appointed Brigadier General of the Army Group. His debut fight is here. Hitting on ballistic skill, weapon skill of 3+. Okay, 3 hits. He has a power sword at strength +1, which is strength 4. So force to wound. 2 wounds at AP -3. 3.
I have nothing. 4+ save.
4+ save. Slices through the armour. 2 wounds have been taken.
Dead.
You only got 2 wounds?
4.
So
sorry. Not 2 wounds each.
Not 2 wounds.
Oh, he's got 4 wounds.
Yeah,
so
4 wounds. It's not mastercrafted. Unless...
Yeah.
No, it's only 1 damage. It's a basic power sword. But that is good news there. The General has had a bit of Necron oil spewed all over his armour. It's not blood, because mechanical oil. That's the end of close combat. Next I've got morale to deal with. They will pass. They will pass. I'm just going to do it for Phil. They will pass the morale. Over here, for this guard squad, they will pass even if I roll a 6. So that's fine. Immortals, they leadership 10. So that's it for morale. Pretty straightforward. And next up, we're going to calculate victory points at the end of the turn. More victory points have been awarded to the Necrons. So extended the battle lines, so you've got 5 victory points for that.
Yep.
And no retreat and no surrender. They have not failed a morale check and that kind of thing.
Yep.
So Phil has added the points tally in total. And the score is, at the end of battle round 3, is...
we have battle 3, 15, 30, 45, 55.
Yep. 55 to the Astra Militarum's 20. Yeah. I would get another 10 victory points at the beginning of the turn, but I'm just going to say it out now. I'm not going to win this game. From a tactical point of view, I've got nothing left. So, unfortunately, we have to retreat. We have to fall back even deeper into this urban confinement. It is a never-ending war, but the Astra Militarum have suffered another defeat. So that is the end of the game. it's been a fantastic game. It's actually been one of the longest 40k regular games I've ever played, going off and on camera over throughout the days, would you believe? But the wonders of editing condenses it down into just, well, I hope it doesn't go over the 3-hour limit. There's probably a few people that will not watch the entire game, but for those that do, thank you so much for watching the entire battle report. So, units of the game for the Astra Militarum. I'd say this Leman Russ did exceptionally well. Maxfield Knuckles with his Gatekeeper, destroying the Locust Heavy Destroyers. So I'm going to give it to him straight away. They've done really, really well. The honourable mention, however, are to the Chimeras. The Chimeras did well. They got the job done with their extra firepower as well, and tying up units in close combat, which is pretty good. The Castellan did some couple of wounds, Andrew Strayer, the Brigadier General, and the artillery did okay. They didn't do too bad at all. Units of the game for the Necrons. What's that?
I think this Doomstalker did very well.
Yep.
It really did hit some. Number of hits was good, and it was very accurate. Took out did a lot of damage with that one. And also, so I think that would be the unit. But special shout out for the Chronomancer and the Immortals. They did very well as well.
Yeah.
So I think equal actually between both of those.
Yeah.
Well done to the guys.
Yeah, thank you, Phil, and thank you, Phil, for coming down and participating in another 40k
Thanks,
battle
James. My
report,
pleasure.
battle
As
report
always.
on the channel. Yeah, thank you very much, and thank you very much, Phil, for your support on Patreon and as well as channel membership as well. Which, speaking of, so if you want to support the channel even further, do check out the Patreon page, patreon.com/18th Cadian Army Group. Do check out the tiers for that as well. And for YouTube membership, if you check out the perks, extra things for there. And then the other thing as well is that premium members, a new thing I've been doing, and premium members will get a few days to watch future battle reports on my channel with 0 ads. So there's going to be no ads. So hopefully there'll be no ads popping up and coming up every 7 to 10 minutes. It's ads that help keep the channel going as well. But for premium members, they get that extra perk as well. And the other thing as well, to unlock the next emoji on the YouTube channel, if you do join the YouTube channel, 3 more to join the army group. If there's 3 more members that join, I'll unlock another emoji. So there's a little thing that's going on. Even on light member, the lowest tier, it's really, really cheap and easy to support the channel. So for those that are free viewer watchers, thank you for watching as well. Remember, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Really do appreciate that. And for those that have that watch my videos, most of the viewers are not subscribed, so do consider subscribing to the YouTube channel and hit the bell button so you'll be notified of when the next battle report will come up. And there'll obviously be some teaser shorts as well, so little key moments and pre-battle deployment and that kind of thing. So do check out my sponsors as well, Gammat.eu, Siege Studios and the Outpost. Do remember to hit the affiliate link below. All the proceeds will go directly to supporting the channel as well. So there you go. That is another battle report summarised. Cadia stood in this particular fight, but they have to fall back and live to fight another day. Thank you to all the patrons that are supporting me, every single one of you, whether you're the highest or lowest tier. I don't care. I love you all. It's as simple as that. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy wargaming.